And welcome everyone to Michigan Baseball on WCBN Sports. Michigan sets to face Dayton in an exhibition match today from Ray Fisher Stadium in Ann Arbor. It will be the team's first warm-up of the season, which does not begin until March, the 154th season of Michigan baseball, coming off that incredible run to the NCAA tournament. And the Wolverines are right back in action. I'm Jared Greenspan, and I'm here with Charlie Brigham today.
How you doing, Jared?
I'm doing great. A great day to be calling a baseball game
Absolutely,
here
great
from
day
Ray
for some
Fisher
baseball.
Stadium.
Beautiful day in Ann Arbor.
On the mound for the Wolverines today is Stephen Hadjar, the left-handed sophomore. Let's run you through Michigan's defense as the Wolverines are in the field. Left to right in the outfield is Jordan Nwogu, Jesse Franklin, and Kristin Bullock. Third to first in the infield around the horn, we've got Ted Burden at third base, Riley Bertram at second base, Jack Blomgren at shortstop, and at first base, Matt Schmidt, and catching Stephen Hadjar today is Joe Donovan. So Michigan and Dayton today, and what are some things we're going to be looking for today in the game, Charlie?
Obviously, Michigan had a great end to last season. Coming up just short in that College World Series games against Vanderbilt, always a strong program. Michigan's looking to bounce back this year, keep that momentum going, coming to the season hot, and look to make another run.
And for Dayton, they had a successful season as well last year, falling ultimately to Fordham in the Atlantic 10 tournament championship game, one of their most successful seasons in recent memory, and they will square off against Michigan today here. An overcast day from Ray Fisher Stadium, a good crowd funneling in.
Absolutely. Big crowd today, actually, for a preseason baseball game.
Certainly excited to see the Wolverines in their first action since Omaha against Vanderbilt in that College World Series Finals.
Things are just getting set. Game about to start coming up right here. Michigan making their last round through on pregame warm-ups. And here we go.
Mariano Riccardi, the second baseman for Dayton, gets in the right side of the box, a left-handed hitter, a lefty-on-lefty matchup to begin things today for Michigan baseball.
Here comes Hadjar with the 0-0 pitch.
And first pitch swung on and lifted into left center field. Shading over is Nwogu, and he'll make the catch in medium to deep left field. Retiring Riccardi, one pitch, one out for Stephen Hadjar.
That's a great ratio you'd like to keep there.
Mitchell Garrity, the center fielder, steps in for Dayton. Another left-handed hitter here for the Flyers.
Garrity, number 28, Dayton center fielder, looking to make an impact here at the start of this game. The 0-0 pitch. That's going to be taken for strike one. Hadjar jumps ahead early with an 0-1 count.
Right on the outside corner, Hadjar and Garrity.
Garrity back into the box. Here comes the pitch again, 0-1. Pitch is swung on and missed. It's going to be an 0-2 count. Hadjar getting up early on Garrity right here.
Mitchell Garrity, a redshirt junior from Indianapolis, steps in the box as Hadjar gets ready to deal the 0-2. Swung on and cut foul right into that screen along the left side.
Count still 0-2. Hadjar looking confident here up on the mound. He's been hit, it's early, but he seems confident. Looks like he's ready to do his job today. The 0-2 again. That ball goes outside and low into the dirt. It's going to be ball one, first ball of the day for Hadjar.
He's been pounding the strike zone that far, just trying to see if he could get Garrity to chase on that one. Gets ready into the windup to bring the 1-2.
Infield getting ready. That ball is going to be another ball in the dirt. That ball slips through our catcher's legs. It's going to roll to the backstop. Count evens out to 2-2.
Garrity doing a good job laying off there, working the count. Hadjar getting ready for the 2-2 pitch. And here it comes to Mitchell Garrity. And that one's in the dirt. Good stop by Joe Donovan. And Mitchell Garrity has battled all the way back to work this one full. 3-2 the count.
After starting out 0-2, quick foul ball, and good eye up there by Garrity. Fought this back to 3-2, full count here. Here comes the pitch. The ball's going to be inside for a ball four. Garrity works his way out of an 0-2 hole up to a walk.
Good at bat by Mitchell Garrity there, battling all the way back from 0-2 to 4-2. He now finds himself on first base, the first base runner of today's ball game, which is just getting underway here from Ray Fisher Stadium, Michigan and Dayton in an exhibition match. Riley Tirada, the third baseman, a right-handed hitter, steps in. A short lead off first for Garrity, who stole 16 bags a year ago. Lefty on righty, Hajar gets ready for the first pitch, and here it comes. Swung on and missed. A fastball blew it by him, 0-1.
It's a great 0-0 pitch there for Hajar. Get himself ahead in the count. Look to gain some confidence. As you said, Garrity does have a short lead over there at first. Hajar, left-handed pitcher, known to have a very good pickoff move.
And it's certainly easier for left-handed pitchers to keep an eye on the base runner.
Hajar setting up for the 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. That pitch swung on and missed by Tirada.
A nice down and in pitch by Hajar there. And for the second consecutive batter, gets ahead 0-2. We'll see if he'll be able to put Tirada away. Of course, he was unable to do that to Garrity, who now stands at first.
Hajar setting up for the pitch. 0-2, shaking off a sign. The wind up, high leg kick. However, Tirada has called timeout. Garrity over there on first base, making Hajar think a little bit.
Yep, Tirada, a .260 hitter a year ago. Led the team with 227 at-bats, a mainstay in their lineup. Here comes the 0-2 from Hajar, and it runs outside. An off-speed pitch there, a ball and 2 strikes.
Good 0-2 pitch there from Hajar. Didn't want to give him anything too good to hit there. Maybe trying to force him into a double play ground ball.
Alex Berkman, the designated hitter, waits on deck. For now, it's Tirada on the plate. Hajar on the mound. Gets ready for the 1-2 as Garrity leads off first. Swung on, hit deep to left field.
Way deep
Cranked
left field.
Down the line.
Oh, that ball's going to go foul.
And it is foul. Tirada jumped in front of that one. It was right there for him. The only question was whether it stayed fair or tailed foul. Fortunately for the Wolverines, it did the latter.
Hajar seems frustrated on that one. Looks like he missed his spot on that one. Not too happy with himself. However, still up in this count 1-2 with 1 out and 1 runner on base. Hajar setting up for the 1-2 pitch here. That ball goes just outside.
Perhaps a little high as well.
Michigan's dugout not too happy about that one.
A bit of murmuring over there. Nonetheless, doesn't get the call. And Riley Tirada mirroring Mitchell Garrity, working his way back into the at-bat. The count now 2-2.
Garrity stretching out his lead at first base a little bit, getting a little more confident.
Popped into right field. This might land. It's a little looper, and it does.
That ball's going to drop.
Retreating all the way out to get it is Bertram.
Third base.
On his way to third goes Garrity. It's a base hit for Riley Tirada. Shard it right off the end of the bat. It lands into no man's land in front of Kristin Bullock and out behind Mike Schmidt.
Garrity, you could see he wanted 2 bases right off the bat there.
And so the Dayton Flyers are well positioned here to strike in the first inning. They've got runners in the corners with 1 out. And Alex Berkman, the powerful designated hitter, steps to the plate. Had 7 home runs a year ago for the Flyers.
Berkman, the cleanup hitter, looking to do some damage here with 1 runner in scoring position and 1 runner still at first base.
Hajar's pitch. Berkman swings, pops it to left, back behind third, and making
What a
a diving
catch.
catch is Ted Burden. On his way to score, alertly tagging up from third is Mitchell Garrity, but what a catch on a little looper behind third base. Ted Burden going back and making the snag.
Yeah, great heads-up play by Burton there. Read that ball off the bat just as well as he could have. However, tough catch, tough play to get back onto his feet. Allowed Garrity to score. Dayton rather, pumps up 1-2.
Flyers get the first run of the game as our new batter, Jared Howell, the left fielder, carves one foul into the parking lot. Bounces its way to the cars in the right field line.
It's a big run for Dayton there as they get up early. It's always great to get up early, no matter who you're playing, especially on a tough opponent like Michigan.
Certainly. Tirada leads off first. He's going. It's a hit and run.
Ball's fouled back out again.
Sliced foul. That might be another one destined for the parking lot. Howell late on both of his.
Hit and run there. Dayton looking to put more runners in scoring position, looking to do some more damage.
And this is a Flyers team known for their speed. 4 players last year who stole upwards of 15 bases.
Hajar with the 0-2 pitch again. That pitch hit right up the middle. That ball hit right to Bertram, the second baseman. That's gonna retire the side.
And
However, not before Dayton puts up 1 run. Dayton up 1-0 after the top of the first inning.
And so you saw some good work there by Stephen Hajar. Got ahead of a lot of hitters, but it's the Dayton Flyers who were able to score. There was a little looper behind third base by Alex Berkman that Ted Burden made a tremendous play on, but alertly tagging up and scoring was Mitchell Garrity, who got on board with a walk. And so the Wolverines will come to the plate here. They'll bat against Ben Olson, the left-handed pitcher from Dayton.
Crowd's still funneling in here. More and more people showing up to this preseason game.
Yep, and let's take a look at the Dayton Flyers defense around the horn, left to right in the outfield. Jared Howell, Mitchell Garrity, and Connor Wilson. Third to first, we have Riley Tirada, Ben Blackwell, Mariano Riccardi, and Eddie Persinger. And the battery of Ben Olson on the mound and Jay Curtis behind the plate. For the Wolverines, their batting lineup today in this exhibition game, Jordan Nwogu leads off. Jesse Franklin follows him. In the 3 spot is Jack Blomgren, batting cleanup. Joe Donovan, the catcher. Kristin Bullock and Jimmy Obertop, 5 and 6. The Wolverines going with an extra hitter in the exhibition match today. That'll be Dominic Clemente. He bats 7th. Matt Schmidt and Ted Burden, 8 and 9. And then Riley Bertram batting in that unusual 10 spot.
For those of you just turning in, this is an exhibition game. This will be a 14-inning game separated into 2 7-inning smaller games. There will be some rotation around, looking to get some players work in different positions. Jordan Nwogu for Michigan stepping up. First Michigan hitter of the day, looking to make an impact. Michigan looking to come back, take the lead after Dayton put up that quick 1 run in that first inning.
Olson, the left-hander, deals to Nwogu, the righty batter. First pitch is a fastball, a little high on the right side of the plate. Ball 1. Nwogu, one of Michigan's best players today, that is on the field. A recruited
Nwogu.
walk-on out of high school. Takes a strike, 1-1.
Pitch low in the zone there, fastball low and away.
Last year, Nwogu batted .321, 12 home runs, 46 RBIs, stole 16 bases, an all-Big Ten first-teamer. The 1-1 swung on and fouled at the plate, trickles into the on-deck circle where it's snagged by Jesse Franklin off a bounce. And Olson is ahead in the count, 1-2.
1-2 count here, looking off speed, something like that from Olson. Looking to try and fool Jordan Nwogu. Here's the pitch. Off speed indeed, however that ball's fouled away.
An emergency hack by Nwogu on a pitch on the outside part of the plate. Ricocheted right off the railing there for the Dayton Flyers dugout.
Dugout looking alive over there, avoiding that foul ball. Here's Nwogu, still down 1-2 in the count, no outs. Here comes the pitch from Olson. Pitch swung on, hit deep into center field. Center fielder running back, tracking it. However, can't get there. That ball goes off the wall. Nwogu looking for 3.
This could be an inside the Parker here.
Looking for third base. He's going. And he
home.
will get there.
How about that?
Lead off inside the park home run for Jordan Nwogu.
Jordan Nwogu on the 1-2 pitch banged it deep to center field. Mitchell Garrity didn't seem to have a great read on it. It went off the wall, off the 395 sign in straightaway center, then trickled all the way back out toward mid-center field. No one was near it, and Nwogu, utilizing that trademark speed, he was all the way at third by the time Garrity got to the ball, then delivered a slow throw in home.
You could tell Nwogu wanted 3 right out of the box. However, that ball ricochets off the wall, takes an unlucky bounce for Dayton, and he was able to get all the way around on that one. Michigan ties it up.
Jordan Nwogu, 12 home runs last year, gets one of the untraditional type, and now Franklin lifts one, first pitch into right field. Out goes Mariano Riccardi into shallow right to make the catch. One pitch in the at-bat, and Jesse Franklin is retired, so Ben Olson can calm things down of sorts here after that lead-off homer by Jordan and Wogu and inside the Parker.
Jack Blomgren, the 3-hitter for Michigan, looking to do some damage here with 1 out, nobody on base.
This game now tied up here at 1. It's Blomgren, the shortstop, in to face Ben Olsen, who
The 0-0
delivers the
pitch to
first
Blomgren.
pitch.
That ball clips the outside corner. That's going to be strike 1. Olsen getting up early, 0-1 in the count. Blomgren stepping back into the box. And here it is. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, the delivery. That ball goes low into the dirt. The count's going to even back out of 1-1.
Jack Blomgren, a .314 hitter a year ago, 242 at-bats for the Wolverines, a .417 on-base clip.
Here's the pitch from Olsen. That ball swung on. That ball's going to
sky-high pop-up along
tail
the right
foul
side.
on the right-hand side. That ball is going to bounce into the Dayton in the Dayton bullpen.
Lands out of play. Blomgren, as a high schooler, broke school records in stolen bases, hit by pitches, and walks. A knack for the little things for Michigan's number 3 hitter and starting shortstop. He was a part of the College World Series all-tournament team.
Played very well in the tournament last year. Looking to continue that hot streak coming in this season. Here comes the 1-2.
Rides high. And Blomgren evens the count up at 2-2.
Good eye there by Blomgren, letting that one go. A little high and outside. It's always a tough pitch to let go, but he let that one.
In case you're just joining us, it's a 1-1 here, the score in the bottom of the first inning, an exhibition match, Michigan and Dayton. Blomgren slices one foul down the right field side. The Flyers scored an alert run in the top of the first. It was technically a sacrifice fly on a little looper behind third base. A tremendous grab.
However, Jordan and Wogu for your Michigan Wolverines follows that up with an inside the park leadoff home run. Hit that ball deep off the center field wall.
The 2-2 inside and in the dirt. 3-2 now the count. Blomgren has worked it full against Ben Olsen.
Seen a lot of hitters in this game so far working these full counts. A lot of tough at-bats, making pitchers throw a lot of pitches. We're going to see a lot of rotations here in this exhibition game.
Full count, Olsen to Blomgren.
One
away.
out, full count.
Here's the pitch. Swung on, lined into center field, right on the nose. Coming in and making the sliding catch is Garrity. Impressive play by the center fielder after misplaying the Nwogu home run ball. Perhaps redeems himself there, robbing Blomgren.
Looked good off the bat there for Blomgren. Those ones are always tough. Hit it right on the money. Just hit it right to the defender. Garrity making a nice sliding play there, as Jared said.
Joe Donovan, the batter here, batting cleanup for the Wolverines. He's their catcher.
Donovan looking to make an impact here with 2 outs, 2-out rally starting up. Here comes the 0-0 pitch. Donovan didn't want that one, however, that's going to be a strike.
Swung on and missed there by Donovan inside. 0-2.
Donovan regrouping, fixing those batting gloves, getting back in the box here. Here is the 0-2 pitch from Olsen to Donovan. Here comes the 0-2. That ball lined quickly up the middle. Olsen barely getting out of the way at that one. Good piece of hitting there by Joe Donovan. Joe Donovan works his way. Donovan works his way out of that 0-2 hole with a quick line drive up the middle. This is going to bring Kristin Bullock up to bat. Number 5 for your Michigan Wolverines, the right fielder. Donovan sitting comfortably over there on first base with 2 outs. Similarly to Michigan, Olsen a left-hander. Gonna have to watch that pickoff move over there. Quick stop in the dirt by Curtis for the Dayton Flyers. Number 10, the catcher.
Donovan, not known for his speed at first base. Probably not going here.
Now we're taking a big lead. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch, slides back into the zone. That's going to make the count 1-1 on Kristin Bullock with 2 outs here.
I think that's the first curveball we've seen today from Ben Olsen.
Michigan still tied up 1-1 in the bottom of the first inning here. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Kristin Bullock. That pitch, another off-speed pitch. However, that one's going to end up high in the zone. Bullock gets ahead in the count 2-1.
Doesn't seem to want to throw Bullock a fastball here.
Bullock, known for being a dangerous hitter, he will punish that fastball if it is left in the zone. Olsen kind of throwing around Bullock here. That ball, Olsen will throw over, trying to keep Donovan close over there, stretching out his lead a little bit, getting a little too comfortable for Olsen's liking over there on first base. Bullock stepping back into the box. Here we go, 2-1 pitch. 2 outs here, runner on first for Michigan. And the delivery. That ball swung on, hit. The ball's going up deep into center field. However, Garrity is right there to make that catch. At the end of the first inning, it is tied up 1-1 here. Dayton scores on a little sac fly on a tough play over the third baseman's head. And Michigan, with a start-off, inside the park home run by Jordan Wogu, the left fielder.
And so Stephen Hajar will head to the mound for his second inning of work for the Wolverines. The score 1-1 after 1. Good start to the baseball exhibition season so far. An overcast day here from Ray Fisher Stadium in Ann Arbor. A good crowd on hand, still fans funneling in.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Wolverines taking the field defensively as Hajar fills in his warm-up pitches.
Michigan looking to cut back on some, just can't let early runs come in. Michigan looking to cut back on those, obviously. Never want to let runs score. Still 1-1 at the start at the top of the second inning. Hajar looked pretty good through the first inning. It's a tough play there at that third one. Not much you can do there on a sac fly.
Hajar got 3 pop-outs, walked a batter, which led to a run, and then gave up a seeing eye single on a pop-up that landed in no man's land to Ryrie Terada in right field. Benjamin Blackwell, the shortstop, will lead off for Dayton against Stephen Hajar in his second inning of work. Blackwell, the shortstop, a right-handed hitter. Hajar gets ready for his first pitch to Blackwell. Into the windup, here it comes. Swung on, lined into left center field. Shading over to his left is in Wogu, and he makes the catch. Wogu there for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out in the second inning for Stephen Hajar.
Another great ratio there for Hajar, that 1 pitch, 1 out, same as last inning.
Continues to get a lot of fly balls here as Jay Curtis, the right-handed hitter, steps into the plate.
Curtis, the catcher, stepping in, looking to make an impact here. Here comes the 0-0 pitch from Hajar.
Hajar's pitch is coming in. Curtis takes it just down low. Hajar wanted that one, nonetheless a ball. 1-0. Curtis, a sophomore out of New Orleans, Louisiana. The 1-0 outside, 2 balls and no strikes.
Hajar falling quickly in the count to 2-0 here. Looking to bounce back as he did last inning.
Hajar delivers the 2-0, swung on and missed, took something off that one, 2 balls and a strike. As Stephen Hajar is a big figure on the mound, stands at 6'5". The left-handed weighs 215 pounds, an intimidating presence. Delivers the 2-1, swung on and missed. Again, Curtis cuts through it.
Hajar fighting back quickly in this count, was down 2-0, now fights it back to 2-2, an even count here.
Which is the opposite of what we saw in the first inning, in which he got ahead of a lot of hitters and failed to put him away. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. 3 straight swings and misses for Jay Curtis. And it's the first strikeout of the day for Stephen Hajar.
Great bounce back by Hajar there after getting down 2-0. Fights his way back. Throws 3 missed balls in order to strike out Jay Curtis there.
Eddie Persinger, the first baseman, left-handed hitter, lefty on lefty, steps to the plate as Hajar
Hajar set to deliver
gets
the
ready
0-0
for the
pitch.
first pitch. Swing and a miss. Down and away was the pitch, and Persinger cuts through it. Hajar gets ahead. No balls and a strike. 1-1 the score. 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the second inning, Michigan and Dayton. Here comes the 0-1 from Hajar. Persinger ready. Same place. Persinger opts not to swing. It's a called strike. 0-2, and a chance for a 1-2-3 inning here for Stephen Hajar. Persinger steps out of the box momentarily. Here comes the 0-2. Strike 3 called. A breaking ball on the left side. And down goes Eddie Persinger. Stephen Hajar, 1-2-3 inning with 2 punch-outs. And heading to the bottom of the second, it's 1-1.
Great inning there for Hajar, bouncing back after letting up that run in the first inning. Leaves Dayton scoreless there. Michigan looking to bounce back, looking to put some more runs on the board here, coming in the bottom of the second inning.
Really impressive work there by Stephen Hajar, the sophomore. He redshirted last year. Coming out of high school, though, he was highly touted. Selected by the Milwaukee Brewers in the 21st round of the 2018 MLB Draft, he had opted to head to school and come here to the University of Michigan. Redshirted just a year ago, and looking good so far, pounding the strike zone. Seemed to settle down with a much more dominant second inning after a bit of a rough first inning. And needless to say, he'll be a big piece for what Michigan has in store for this season. After they lost 3 pitchers to the MLB draft last year in the offseason, and they'll look for Stephen Hajar to step in and fill those shoes.
Now pitching for Dayton, number 44, Hunter Wolf.
We have a pitching rotation here for the Dayton Flyers. Hunter Wolf will come in for...
So Ben Olsen's day is already done. Pitched just 1 inning, gave up 2 hits, and that 1 earned run on the inside the park home run from Jordan Wogu.
I feel like we're going to see a lot of that today. This is an exhibition game, looking to get your guys some reps, looking to get your pitchers out there, getting some live at-bats.
And so it's Hunter Wolf, the 6'1" left-hander, a senior from Clay City, Indiana. He steps onto the mound.
Up to bat is going to be number 8, Jimmy Obertop, the designated hitter. Looking to lead off here in the bottom of the second inning.
So Obertop against Hunter Wolf, with the Michigan Wolverines and Dayton Flyers tied up at 1. Hunter Wolf, just a year ago, pitched to a 3.7 ERA, 90 innings to lead the Dayton Flyers. He was their workhorse as a starting pitcher. Allowed opponents to hit just a 223 off him, went 9-4. And so it's Obertop, the right-handed hitter, against the left-handed Hunter Wolf, who gets in the windup. First pitch is a curveball that sits at the bottom of the zone for a called strike, 0-1. Obertop in the plate for Michigan. So hits that one deep to left field. Back at the wall. The left fielder doesn't want to see it. And it's off the brick wall in left field. Obertop slides into second base with the double. No throw. That was a bomb off the bat of Jimmy Obertop. Jared Howell in left field didn't even see that ball off the bat. And it caravaned off that tall brick wall in left field. A double for Obertop.
Up next to bat with Obertop sitting comfortably on second base is Dominic Clementi. Number 13, he's going to be hitting in the extra hitter spot today in this preseason exhibition game.
Clementi's a guy that they'll look to get going. Struggled a bit last year, batting only 195, but a year before 368 as a sophomore. Now a senior, lefty on lefty matchup. short lead at second for Overtop. Here comes the pitch. And it's just a bit high. 1 ball and no strikes.
Yeah, as you said, Clemente did struggle a bit last season. However, his sophomore year played very well. Made the All-10 Big Team, or all Big Ten first team, rather.
The 1-0 on its way to Clemente. Right down the middle, a strike, 1-1. Clemente taking all the way. And he's certainly a guy that Michigan will rely more on this year. Getting some at-bats today as the extra hitter, a new feature to this exhibition game. 1-1 the pitch, a man on second, nobody out. Swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch by Wolf, a ball and 2 strikes. It's Overtop on second base after a leadoff double that he banged off the left field wall. Michigan's really gotten some good swings so far today. Facing the second pitcher of the game for Dayton, it's Hunter Wolf. 1-2 pitch on the way from Wolf to Clemente. Swing, and it's a poke behind shortstop. Ranging out is Blackwell. It'll fall in between shortstop and the left fielder, Howell. On his first base is Clemente with a single. Overtop had to hold up at second base. Wasn't sure if that ball was going to be caught. It was Blackwell ranging out. Howell, again, didn't get a great read on it. It landed in no man's land, and the Wolverines are well positioned here with 2 on, nobody out, and Matt Schmidt coming to the plate.
This is a smart base running there by Overtop. Not looking to force that. Never want to make the first or third out of an inning at third base.
Absolutely. And so the table is set here for Matt Schmidt playing first base today and batting 8th. The runners lead off second and first as Hunter Wolf looks to get an out here. First pitch is inside and in the dirt. A nice play behind the plate there by Jay Curtis.
Schmidt jumps ahead in the count 1-0. Looking to do some damage, no outs. 2 runners on second and first, 1 runner in scoring position. Single will look to score a run, maybe 2.
And a pickoff play at second, and it trickles into center field. Chasing after it is Blackwell. On his way to third is the runner, and he will be in there. Did he slide off the bag? He did
Overtop
not.
with a great slide, goes through the legs of the third baseman, Terada. He made bad pickoff read initially, almost got thrown out. However, the ball sails into center field. Overtop makes up for it by taking third base with an aggressive base running move.
It seemed as if Hunter Wolf with an accurate throw might have had Overtop there. It was Mariano Riccardi sneaking behind second base. The throw trickled off his glove. Overtop hesitated initially, then decided to break for third. Perhaps might have overslid the base there, but the third base umpire rules he stayed on the bag. So now first and third, nobody out. 1-0 the count to the batter. It's Matt Schmidt. A prime opportunity to drive in a run here. There goes the runner at first. Schmidt dumps it into right field. Back and making the catch is Wilson. Schmidt heads back to first. Overtop will score. Both are safe. It's a sac fly for the Wolverines. Getting the run in is Matt Schmidt. Carved it off the end of the bat. It's 2-1. Michigan takes the lead.
That aggressive base running move by Overtop a couple pitches ago to take third base on that botched pickoff play allows him to tag up on that fly ball to right field. Michigan's going to go up 2-0, or 2-1 rather, as number 3 Ted Burton steps up to the plate.
So there was a lot going on that play. You had Schmidt on the move and then trying to get back to first. And Schmidt will skedaddle back safely after a throw over by Wolf here. Wolf certainly much more conscious of the base runners than Ben Olsen was back in his first inning. We've seen a lot of pickoff attempts so far. It's Ted Burton at the plate, the right-handed batter. Ready on lefty with Wolf. And another throw over. To check on Dominic Clemente at first.
Michigan's base runners being a little more aggressive than Dayton's, forcing the pickoff throws over towards first base.
Both teams certainly have good speed. There goes the runner at first. Here's the throw by Curtis, and it's safe. It was a one-hop throw, but an easy steal for Dominic Clemente, challenging the arm of Jay Curtis. And so the 2 pickoffs attempts at first did not help out Hunter Wolf. It's a straight steal for Clemente, getting another man in scoring position here for the Wolverines. Riccardi looks to keep Clemente close at second. The battle at the plate between Wolf and Burton. Wolf looks back, now to the plate, and it's inside and low. 2-0. Wolf spending so much time focusing on the runners that he has lost track of Burton here and lost control of the strike zone. It's 1-1 actually the count. Here comes the pitch. Swung on it, it's a mile-high pop-up right behind second base. Who's going to get it? It's Blackwell who calls, and he makes a two-handed catch for the second out. So Wolf looking to get out of this inning, allowing only one run. Riley Bertram steps into the plate, the second baseman, batting 10th. Yes, that's right. We've got an extra hitter in the exhibition game, which means 10 slots in the Wolverine lineup today. Dominic Clemente is on at second base. He got on with a single. One run home in the inning for the Wolverines via a sac fly by Matt Schmidt. A large lead at second base for Clemente. And it's a pickoff play, and Clemente's back in. Riccardi covering the bag there. Riley Bertram at a plate, the sophomore. He's a switch hitter batting right from Zionsville, Indiana. At 385 a year ago. And Wolf just looks uncomfortable on the mound. He'll step off.
Bertram looking to do some damage here with 2 outs here. Runner in scoring position. Michigan looking to put another run up here in the bottom of the second inning. Michigan up 2-1.
A hit would score a run here for the Wolverines. The pitch is in the dirt. We've seen a lot of low pitches by Hunter Wolf so far.
Bertram steps back into the box, being up in the count here, 1-0. Again, 2 outs, runner on second base for Michigan. Here comes Wolf to deliver the 1-0 pitch.
Wolf and Bertram, the battle, pitcher versus hitter. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed hitter. Here it comes. And it's inside, another scoop back there by Curtis.
Jay Curtis, great block there.
Curtis
Keeping that ball from skirting over to the backstop. Would have brought the runner over to third base. Could have put an even better scoring opportunity for Michigan there.
Curtis certainly having a busy day behind the plate, scooping and blocking all these balls. It's 2-0 the count to Riley Bertram. Here's the pitch, and he took something off that, swung through it. 2-1, went lunging forward. It's 2-1 Wolverines to score in the bottom of the second. A run already home if you're just joining us. 2 outs, and Dominic Clemente stands on second base. Wolf's pitch to Bertram. A little looping curveball on the outside corner, a called strike. 2-2, the count evened up.
Count 2-2 here with 2 outs here, runner on second base. Bertram again looking to do some damage here. Looking to fight off anything he doesn't want. Again, bring up that top of the order.
Wolf's pitch to Bertram. Swung on, popped up behind shortstop. This should be an easy play for Blackwell. He's got it. 2 pop-ups to short, end the inning and avert the threat. 1 run scores for the Wolverines, who take a 2-1 lead over the Dayton Flyers as we head to inning number 3.
Stephen Hajar for Michigan coming back out onto the field. This is going to be his 3rd inning in action. Dayton switching pitchers after both innings. Michigan looking to give Hajar a little more time on the mound here. Give him some more reps. More fans still funneling in. The Michigan Stormtrooper making an appearance here at this baseball exhibition game.
And that's when you know it's a big game here, when the Stormtrooper has arrived.
It's a great day for some baseball here in Ann Arbor.
Quick scoring recap for those who might be just joining us. The Dayton Flyers got on the board first in the top of the first inning on a sac fly to the third baseman. It was a nice catch made by Ted Burden at third, but alertly tagging up was Mitchell Garrity to score the run. Michigan got that run right back, though, in the bottom of the first on an inside-the-park home run by Jordan Wogu to straightaway center field, and then the Wolverines taking the lead last inning on a sac fly to right field by Matt Schmidt. And so here we are, top of the third, 2-1, Michigan on top.
Number 26, Connor Wilson, the right fielder, will come up to bat for the Dayton Flyers. The 9-hitter looking to bring up the top of the order here in the top of the third inning.
The third inning for Dayton. The ninth batter, right fielder, number 26, Connor Wilson.
Wilson collecting his thoughts, stepping into the box here as Hajar looks to do some more damage here for the Michigan Wolverines. Hajar setting up for the 0-0 pitch. Here's the windup. Pitch thrown. That ball's going to be low for ball one.
Wilson batted .246 a year ago with .368 on base percentage as well through 57 at-bats.
The 1-0 pitch from Hajar. That ball swung on and hit. That ball is going to be popped up to right field. That ball snagged up by Kristin Bullock in right field. Great pitch there from Hajar on the 1-0 count. Low and away, forced him to pop that up. Couldn't really do much with that. Besides that, here comes number 3, Mariano Riccardi, the second baseman for Dayton. Stepping into the box, left-handed hitter here. Riccardi popped up in his first at-bat. Hajar with the 0-0 pitch. That ball's grounded up the middle into no man's land. That ball's going to skate right through. Riccardi swinging on the first pitch. Pays off, though, as he racks up a single here.
It was a diving effort by Blomgren to the right of second base. Yet he had no chance at that one, and it's the first ground ball we've seen today by a Dayton Flyer.
Mitchell Garrity, number 28, the center fielder, stepping up for the Dayton Flyers. Garrity's the one who scored for Dayton in the first inning after some aggressive base running. Looking to do some damage here as Riccardi stands on first base. The pitch from Hajar. The 0-0 pitch is going to go right down the middle with a fastball for a strike. Hajar getting up in the count here, 0-1, with one out here in the top of the third inning.
Speed on first with Mariano Riccardi. He's got a decently sized lead.
Here is the pitch. That ball swung on, however, it's going to be popped foul into the stands. That ball just bounces right out of the stadium. Hajar bounces up even more to an 0-2 count with one out here.
Garrity was a little late on that one. We'll look to straighten it out here.
Garrity stepping back into the box. Hajar shaking off a sign. Here he goes for the 0-2 pitch. The windup. Riccardi is going. However, the steal attempt is going to get there in time. Can't turn a double play there. However, Michigan's number 2, Jack Blomgren, makes a nice play there.
With the runner in motion there, it kept Dayton out of what would have been an inning-ending double play.
Riccardi showing off the wheels there. Speed allows for Dayton to, not have to go through that double play there without having to slide to break it up.
And it was a good effort by Blomgren, who was on his way to cover second base, to then move back, changing directions back to his right to grab that ball and field it.
Riccardi still in scoring position here, sitting on second base as number 2, the third baseman, Riley Tirada, comes up. The 0-0. That ball in the dirt, however, swung on and missed. Great block there by number 0, Joe Donovan, for your Michigan Wolverines.
Tirada, a fixture within Dayton's lineup, led the team in at-bats a year ago, drove in 41 runs. He's a junior from South Bend, Indiana.
Taking our time on the field here as Tirada now steps back into the box. The 1-0 count as Hajar looks to punch him out, looks to end this inning here. 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Hajar. Swung on and hit. Line drive into left field. Riccardi's going to try to score. Here's the relay. Can't get there, however. Great diving tag by number 0, Joe Donovan. The relay was missed, however, Donovan kept his cool. Grabs that. And
Jordan Wogu is having a day. First, the inside-the-park home run. Now fires a one-hop strike to the plate. Right to Joe Donovan, who applies the tag and gunning down Mariano Riccardi, preserving the Michigan lead. Riccardi was right about at third base by the time Nwogo fielded that ball in pretty deep left field. And he is just showing off his tools today.
Riccardi showing off the wheels there, trying to stretch that to tie the game up. However, Joe Donovan making a great play there. Had to come off home plate to grab that ball and dives back to make a diving tag as Riccardi slid into home.
Wogu said last year that his favorite baseball player was Yasiel Puig, and he showed a Puig-like arm on that play, cunning down the runner. A really impressive play by the junior. And so Michigan momentarily keeps their lead 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the third. And Charlie, it looks like Dayton's changed their pitchers yet again.
We do, in fact, have another pitching change. Hunter Wolf is going to retire for the day.
I'll get you who that new pitcher is in just a second.
Jordan Wogu from Michigan, the leadoff hitter.
It's Andrew Zapka, the right-hander, number 34, a junior out of Willowbrook, Indiana.
Jordan Wogu, the right-handed hitter, the left fielder. Just saw him make a stellar play in left field to punch out Riccardi at the plate there to preserve that Michigan lead. Wogu with a leadoff inside the park home run. Don't see that very often. Here comes the 0-0 pitch. That ball goes outside for ball one. As I was saying, Jordan Wogu, if you're just joining us, led off the first inning with an inside park home run off the center field fence. Wogu looking to do some more damage here as he gets up in the count 1-0 at the bottom of the third inning. The pitch here. That ball grazes the outside corner. That ball is going to even the count out to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Wogu. No outs here, as I said. Wogu looking to lead off here in the bottom of the third inning. Here comes the windup and the pitch. That ball goes outside. Count jumps to 2-1. Jordan Wogu has been solid all around in this game on the offensive and defensive sides. Seen him make numerous plays in the outfield, as I said, making that play to punch out Riccardi at the plate last inning. Here comes the pitch to Wogu. That ball goes inside again. Good hold there as he wanted that one, however, laid off. Count's going to go to 3-1. Wogu stepping in the box here. Hitters count 3-1. Here comes the pitch. Looks like a fastball. Wogu swings on that one. Line drive up the middle. Great piece of hitting there for Jordan Wogu. Saw his pitch and jumped right on it.
He is having a great day. How about that? 2 for 2. And you could hear that one banging it right off the bat. Right back up the middle where it came from for a leadoff single for Michigan.
Jordan Wogu on base for the first time today after getting all the way around without having to stop at all last inning in the first inning as he scored on that inside the park home run. This is Jesse Franklin, the left-handed center fielder, number 7, coming in, looking to do some damage with a runner on first base. Here's the pitch. That ball goes high and inside over, clips the strike zone for a strike 1. 0-1 count here with no outs in the bottom of the third inning. Franklin stepping back into the box. Pitcher getting his signs.
Zapka is a right-hander from Willowbrook, Indiana. Or Illinois, rather.
Zapka's pitch goes way high and outside. However, catcher able to make a nice play there to save that one. Zapka stepping back onto the mound here. Jesse Franklin count even with 1-1. Wogu on first base rather. That pitch again goes high. 2-1 count here. No outs here for your Michigan Wolverines. Jordan Wogu, the left fielder, number 42, is sitting on first base. Jesse Franklin, the center fielder, looking to move him over or even score him here as the count is at 2-1. Here's the pitch. That pitch swung on, hit deep into left field. However, that ball's going to go foul. Franklin a little late on that one. Got all of it, but a little late. It's going to even out the count to 2-2.
Jesse Franklin out of Seattle, Washington, a Northwest native, making home in Michigan. 2 great first seasons for the Wolverines. Now enters his 3rd.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Franklin. Here it is. That ball's going to go high and outside. That's going to even it out, or raise the count rather, to a full count, 3-2, no outs.
The count full now. I wouldn't be surprised if Wogu is on the move here. He's got all the tools at first base. Certainly speed, 16 stolen bases last year. A bit of a short lead, though.
Don't want to force anything here. However, here comes the pitch to Jesse Franklin, the full count. Wogu will go. However, that ball is fouled out of the stadium, back over our heads here.
That pitch was pretty high by Zapka. It looked like Franklin might have swung at ball 4 there. But yeah, Wogu was in motion on pitch.
Franklin looking to protect his runner there. Maybe a hit and run scenario as Wogu was going on that one. However, no harm, no foul as the foul ball goes. Jesse Franklin still in. Full count here. Andrew Zapka getting his signs here on the full count. No outs here. Shaking off a sign, taking his time, looking for the right pitch he wants to throw. Sets up, however, he's going to step off.
Zapka trying to find a rhythm here in his first inning of work in the bottom of the 3rd.
It's always tough to throw when you know you have a great hitter at the plate and you know you have wheels on first base as he throws over trying to pick off Jordan Wogu over there.
The Dayton pitchers, again, continuing to pay close attention to the Wolverine base runners.
Michigan's speed on the bases has been stuck in the back of the mind of the Dayton Flyers today, as they have continuously thrown over, trying to keep Michigan close, trying to cut back on any extra. That pitch, however, it's going to be ball 4. It's going to go into the dirt. Wogu looking to take 2 bases. Wogu is going to get all the way to 3rd base from that.
How about that? Jordan Wogu, alert base running. Again, he was on the move on the 3-2 pitch, which was low and inside, and then trickled by Jay Curtis behind the plate, and there was never a doubt in his mind that Wogu would head to 3rd on that, and he gets in without a throw.
Shortstop number 2, Jack Blomgren, coming up here to hit as there is no outs, runners on 1st and 3rd. Dayton Flyers having a little conference on the mound here with all the players as coach walks out.
Blomgren got robbed of a base hit his first time up by Mitchell Garrity in center field, who came in to make a sliding catch. Michigan's shortstop.
Sun is shining here in Ann Arbor today. The overcast seems to be gone as the sun comes out. Even better day for some baseball. The crowd still filing in.
Perfect baseball weather here from Ray
Absolutely.
Fisher Stadium in the mid-60s.
Seems to be a Little League team down there in the bleachers. Great day for some baseball. Great day to come support your Wolverines.
The Wolverines are well positioned here to tack on to their 2-1 lead. Jack Blomgren, the right guy to have at the plate. 3-14 a year ago, drove in 47 runs. There's men on the corners here with nobody out.
Here comes Zapka with the 0-0 pitch. Taking his signs here, he sets up. Looking to deal to Blomgren. First pitch, that ball goes outside. Fastball for ball 1. Blomgren getting quickly ahead in the count. 1-0. Like you said, runners on 1st and 3rd, Jared. Blomgren looking to do some damage. We know Franklin has wheels at first base. A decent hit could score him all the way from 1st. There's the pitch. That ball goes high.
Zapka having trouble finding the strike zone here. He's fallen behind. Blomgren 2-0. It's Joe Donovan, who knocked a single his first time up, who stands on deck.
Wogu keeping a tight lead at 3rd base there. Don't want to do anything too rash and throw away a run here. Here goes Zapka with the pitch. That ball goes low, however, that's going to clip the corner. Michigan not too happy with that call, however, that's going to bring the count to 2-1.
Perfect pitch painting the corner there on the outside by Zapka, and he needed that one, couldn't fall behind. 3-0.
Blomgren with a hitter's count here, 2-1. Here comes the pitch from Zapka. Franklin stretching out his lead on first base. That ball goes outside. Franklin caught in a kind of a pickle
Got him in
here.
a rundown.
However, Dayton's going to let him go back, trying not to let Jordan Wogu go there.
Another beautiful scoop behind the plate by Jay Curtis. A backhand scoop on a one-hopper. Straying a bit too far off first base was Jesse Franklin. But Curtis and Dayton were weary of having Wogu perhaps swipe home if they threw over. So they handled that very tentatively.
A very smart defensive play there by Jay Curtis and the Dayton Flyers.
Certainly.
Keeping Franklin at first base and keeping Wogu on 3rd base, more importantly. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. That ball goes low and outside for ball 4. as Jesse Franklin was moving. However, it doesn't matter as it is a ball 4 and is it a walk.
And Zapka has just lost the strike zone here. None of those pitches besides the called strike were relatively close. And Joe Donovan is in position to do some serious damage for Michigan. Already up 2-1. The bases are loaded with nobody out.
Number 0, Donovan, the catcher for Michigan, looking to really punish the Dayton Flyers here. As you said, no outs, bases loaded, got wheels all the way around. A hit anywhere really could score at least 2, if not 3 runs. That ball goes outside for a 1-0 count to start. Zapka looking a little shaken up here. Can't really seem to find the strike zone. Looking to bounce back.
A line drive single and 2 walks have loaded the bases for Michigan.
Here comes the 1-0. Zapka throwing to Donovan. There's the pitch. That ball again outside. Ball's going to be 2-0 count here.
And Zapka not even close on any of these pitches. He's been a solid pitcher for Dayton. It just doesn't seem to have it today.
Seems to be throwing around Donovan here. Donovan known to be a great hitter with runners on base. Doesn't want to let him do anything too damaging.
He's behind 3-0 though now, and there is no room for Donovan on the bases. Wogu's on third, Franklin on second, Blomgren on first, the top of the order doing their part for the heavy hitters, and it's Joe Donovan, the cleanup hitter.
Here's the 3-0 pitch to Donovan. Donovan looking to take that one. However, that ball slides in there for a strike. Fastball hitting the outside corner. Zapka finally getting one on the board. It's going to be a 3-1 count with no outs. Real hitter's count here for Donovan, looking to do some serious damage with bases loaded.
It's a big gap in right center field if Donovan chooses to use it.
Here's the pitch. 3-1. Big hack by Joe Donovan. However, he swings on and misses. Zapka blows that one by him, a fastball. Zapka looking to gain some confidence here.
It's a good rising fastball there by Zapka. Just wondering where that has been the rest of this inning.
Donovan collecting his thoughts, stepping back into the box here. Never good to fall all the way back out of a 3-0 count. Here comes the full count pitch with no outs here. Donovan swinging on and misses. You can see he's seriously frustrated with himself. However, though, big at-bat there for Andrew Zapka.
Donovan chased that fastball. It was way outside. Could have been easily ball 4. Would have driven a run on a walk. Kristin Bullock, now the baton falls to him.
Bullock, the left-handed hitter, the right fielder. Again, still 1 out, looking to do some damage. Bases still loaded after that Joe Donovan strikeout.
Bullock flew out to center field on a pop-up his first time up.
Here comes the 0-0. The pitch. Ball low and inside. Great pick by Jay Curtis there, keeping that runner, Jordan Wogu, on third base.
Bullock, the left-handed hitter, it'll be his first at-bat against a righty today. Back in the first, he was facing the lefty Ben Olsen. Now gets Zapka, the right-hander.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Zapka to deliver. That ball swung on, chopped right on the ground. However, Dayton's going to very intelligently let that ball go foul. Great read there.
That was a high chopper off the plate by Bullock, and there was no chance that Dayton would have been able to turn 2. So a really smart play by the first baseman, Eddie Persinger, who let that one take a bounce and see if it would roll foul. Indeed, it did. And so Bullock heads back to the plate.
1-1 count here on Kristin Bullock with 1 out and bases loaded. Jordan Wogu, Jesse Franklin, and Jack Blomgren sitting comfortably on the bases here. There's the pitch. However, that's going to go high and outside. Bullock seemed to want that one. However, he lets it go. Number 5, Kristin Bullock.
Hitters count here for Bullock. Look for him to try and drive one here. Should get a good one with the count in his favor.
2-1 count here. Bullock seriously looking to do some damage with bases loaded and 1 out. Here comes the pitch from Zapka. That ball swung on and missed. Fastball high in the zone. Kristin Bullock can't get a hold of that one, though.
As much as Zapka is struggling to find the strike zone here, he is producing swings and misses. Got 2 of them from Joe Donovan, and now Kristin Bullock there cuts through a fastball. So his fastball has life on it. It's just a matter of getting it over.
Yeah, absolutely, Jared. When he has hit his spots, he's been absolutely dominant. However, hitting those spots has been trouble for him. That 2-2 pitch driven deep off the back wall by Kristin Bullock. That's going to score 2.
A 2-run double by Kristin Bullock off that brick wall in left field. 2 runs will score. Wogo and Franklin. Blomgren in safely a third.
That is the second Michigan Wolverine double off that tall brick wall in left field.
And it's 4-1 now, Michigan. Bullock is able to capitalize and cash in for Michigan.
Yeah, full count there. 2-2 count rather. Zapka left that ball, fastball right in the middle of the zone. Easy ball for a good hitter like Bullock.
You mentioned, Charlie, that Wolverines have had 2 doubles off that left field wall. Jimmy Obertop had the first. He's at the plate.
Obertop lets that ball go by for a strike. That's going to be 0-1 fastball down the middle for Zapka. 2 runners in scoring position here. Joe Donovan sitting on third base and Jack Blomgren rather on third base and Kristin Bullock sitting on second with a big lead. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Jimmy Obertop. That ball up near Obertop's eyes, that's going to be ball 1. Like we said, Zapka seeming to have a little bit of trouble finding a strike zone. However, he seems to be gaining his confidence and pitching much better here towards the second half of this inning. Michigan with 2 runs this inning, however. Here comes the pitch to Obertop. That ball's going to go low and outside. Sliding block by Jay Curtis, keeping that runner at third base.
It was Jimmy Obertop who came around to score on Matt Schmidt's sacrifice fly in the second inning. That gave Michigan the 2-1 lead. After Kristin Bullock's 2-run double, they are at 4-1. And 2 more men in scoring position here with 1 away.
2-1 pitch to Obertop from Zapka. Obertop with a little blooper into right field. That's going to score, looks like 2. That isn't, in fact, going to score 2. Jimmy Obertop with a 2 RBI single, bringing up your Michigan Wolverines to 6-1.
Nice piece of hitting there for Jimmy Obertop, who now has a 2-hit game. Landed right in front of Garrity in center field. And heads up base starting by the speedy Kristin Bullock, who saw that thing was going to land and was able to come all the way around to score.
Took that low and outside pitch and put it right where he needed to into no man's land. Again, great piece of hitting by Jimmy Obertop.
And the damage has certainly been done against Andrew Zapka, who has surrendered 4 runs now in this inning. The game lead ballooning for the Wolverines to 6-1, and that'll be it for Zapka, the right-hander, who gets all of 1 out, walks 2, gives up 3 hard-hit baseballs, only managed to strike out Joe Donovan, yet could not limit the damage. The lead up to 6-1 Wolverines as the Flyers make a pitching change here in the bottom of the third.
For Dayton, we have, looks like number 17. As confirmed, number 17, RJ Wagner, the 6'2" right-handed pitcher out of Zionsville, Indiana. Wagner looking to do a little more than Zapka did in that first part of this inning. Michigan really capitalizing on Zapka's mistakes, though. And not even mistakes in some cases, just great pieces of hitting to extend this lead by 5 to 6-1 Michigan. On deck, or up to bat rather, next we have number 13, the extra hitter, Dominic Clementi.
And some information on RJ Wagner here. Appeared in 17 games for Dayton last season, started 8 of them, pitched to a 3.78 earned run average over 66 2/3 innings, struck out 61 batters, did give up 63 hits, 248 opponent batting average against. Wagner, the right-hander.
Wagner, a junior, has been solid all the way through. Freshman and sophomore years.
Out of Zionsville, Indiana.
Warm-up pitches seem to be winding down here.
This has been a very impressive showing thus far. 3+ inning Wolverines into this exhibition game between Michigan and Dayton from Ray Fisher Stadium in a partly cloudy 60-ish degree day in Ann Arbor. The Wolverines have come up strong. Good performance by Stephen Hajar thus far on the mound. Jordan Wogu's been a star at the plate. Him and Jimmy Obertop have multi-hit games. And now it's Dominic Clementi steps into the box with Obertop at first and one away.
Clementi, the left-handed hitter. Here comes the pitch from Wagner. The 0-0. That ball's going to go low and inside for ball one. Jay Curtis, the Dayton Flyer catcher, having a great day behind the plate. Blocking pretty much everything. Has been solid all the way around.
It's been a tough day back there for Curtis. A lot of pitches in the dirt.
Here comes the 1-0. That ball swung on and hit foul on the ground by Clementi. That ball is going to even out the count to 1-1.
Late hack there by Clementi, who was able to single back in his lone at-bat against Hunter Wolf in the second inning.
Wagner taking a look over there at Obertop. Obertop not really known for his speed, however, has been known to stretch out the wheels a little bit. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from R.J. Wagner. That ball is going to be thrown over to first base. Close pickoff play on Obertop. However, Obertop slides in there safely.
Very close play at first. Dayton thought they had Obertop, but he's able to get back in.
Clementi stepping back into the box with a 1-1 count here. One out and runner on first base. That runner being Jimmy Obertop. Here's the pitch from R.J. Wagner. Swung on and missed, or swung on and hit rather. Almost hits Obertop in the head. Obertop quickly has to hit the ground to avoid that one.
A line drive right to right field, and it was heading right to where Obertop was standing. He did an emergency duck and fell to the ground on all fours, making sure that ball didn't take his head off.
However, still able to get up and get to second base safely. It is still, Michigan is still up 6-1 with one out here in the bottom of the third inning. Two runners on, Jimmy Obertop on second base and Dominic Clementi sitting on first as the first baseman, number 9, Matt Schmidt, comes to the plate. 0-0 count. Here's the pitch from R.J. Wagner. Swung on and missed from Matt Schmidt. That ball is going to drop him to an 0-1 count.
With that single, Clementi becomes the third Michigan player on the day to have a multi-hit game. Matt Schmidt at the plate drove in the go-ahead run in the second with a sacrifice fly.
Schmidt stepping back into the box here. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Wagner taking a look at the runner on second base. Another block in the dirt by Jay Curtis. Curtis having a great day behind the plate. That ball goes real low and outside. 1-1 count here with one out. As previously stated, Jimmy Obertop sitting on second base and Dominic Clementi sitting on first base. One runner in scoring position here with one out for your Michigan Wolverines. Here comes the 1-1. Matt Schmidt swings on, hits that ball. That ball's going to drop into left field. Looked like it was, this is going to be Obertop taking it, scoring all the way from second base. Great piece of base running there. Way to capitalize on the tough hop taken there. Matt Schmidt with an RBI. That brings your Michigan Wolverines up 7-1.
Nothing is going right here in this inning for the Dayton Flyers. Schmidt with a line drive into left field. And that was where Jared Howell, who's not had a great day out in left field today, having trouble seeing the ball a bit, figured he'd play that one on a hop and then fire home to gun down Obertop, who's not known for his speed. Yet the hop went high, forcing Howell to jump up to it, and then he had trouble with it on the transfer, easily enabling Obertop to come around and score.
This is number 3, Ted Burton, stepping in the box for the Wolverines with a runner on second base and first base with one out still. That ball goes low into the dirt to bring the count to 1-0.
Wolverines just keep piling it on here. 7-1 the score now. They've got 9 hits.
As Matt Schmidt on first base and Dominic Clementi sitting comfortably on second with one runner in scoring position. The 1-0 pitch goes outside to bring the count to 2-0. Dayton seeming to have trouble finding the strike zone all the way around today.
Carries over from one pitcher to the next. Andrew Zapka had his troubles to start this inning. R.J. Wagner just trying to get out of it at this point. Still only one out.
Wagner's 2-0 pitch. That ball goes low into the dirt towards Ted Burton. He's going to get himself a 3-0 count here. Probably looking to take a pitch here as there's two runners on and one out. Wagner calming himself down there, taking a deep breath, steps back onto the mound. Here comes the 3-0 pitch to Ted Burton. That pitch, as expected, laid off. Looked pretty close, however, umpire calls that one a ball. That's going to be ball 4. That's going to walk, bases loaded.
Just a bit high. And as you said, the bases are loaded now for Riley Bertram. Dayton just cannot stop this bleeding. 7-1, and more damage impending here with the left-handed hitting Bertram at the plate.
Bertram, the second baseman, stepping up here as
Actually,
Michigan has bases loaded.
Bertram is a switch hitter, batting lefty now. As he takes it down and low, batted righty, and is at bat in the second inning, which he ended by a pop out to shortstop.
As Jared just said, ball goes low into the dirt to bring the count to 1-0. Still one out here for Michigan. Bases still loaded. Bertram looking to do some real damage here. Here comes Wagner's pitch. That ball lined into right field. That ball's going to drop. That's going to score 1, maybe 2. In fact, another Michigan offensive player running home. That's number 9, Matt Schmidt, sliding in for a close play head first at home. He's going to score. It's going to be 2 runs scored for your Michigan Wolverines, bringing the lead to 9-1.
The relay just a tad late. It was Wilson who fielded that ball in right field, got it in to Persinger, whose throw came into Curtis just a bit late, enabling Schmidt to sneak under the tag. And here comes the star of the show today, Jordan Wogu, has 2 hits, a homer, 2 runs scored, and a great play in left field, gunning down what would have been the game-tying run at the plate.
Ted Burton casually sitting at third base here. Riley Bertram at first. Bertram, great piece of hitting there to score 2 runs for your Michigan Wolverines. Here comes the pitch to Wogu. Wogu with a big hack on 0-0 count. However, he's going to miss that one. It's going to be 1 strike, no balls. Still 1 out here, though.
The Wolverines have officially batted around the offense, putting on a clinic. As Wogu, who began this inning with a single right back up the middle against Andrew Zapka. Here comes the pitch, and it's laid off in the dirt.
Jay Curtis with another great block there behind the plate. Curtis having a day back there. Catchers don't really get enough credit for those kind of plays. Save runs non-stop.
Jordan Wogu last year led Michigan in runs scored, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage. An all-around player, batting leadoff.
That is going to be Bertram stealing. However, the throw does not get there in time. Oh, his hand slides off the base, though. Quick heads-up play by Mariano Riccardi to apply the tag again. That's going to be an out.
A strong throw by Curtis, and that's what they teach middle infielders these days, to keep that tag on the runner just in case he overslides the base. We nearly saw it earlier in the game at third base. This time, it does go Dayton's way. The pitch was inside to Wogu.
And that ball is swung on and missed for strike 3. Michigan, quick 2 outs there to close that long rally.
What an inning, though, for the Wolverines. They score 7 runs, putting up a crooked number.
Absolutely.
Highlighted by a Kristin Bullock double with the bases loaded into left field. Jimmy Obertop, Dominic Clementi, Matt Schmidt, Riley Bertram, Jordan Wogu, all with hits as well. Wolverines up to 10 hits on the day, cracking double digits. 9-1, the rout is on. Here from Ray Fisher Stadium in the exhibition match against Dayton.
Michigan bringing the lead up to 8 runs there in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Really put up a number there. Did some damage. This is still going to be Stephen Hajar for your Michigan Wolverines on the mound.
And we were told pregame that Hajar was likely to go about 3 innings, and yet he has been rolling. So Coach Eric Bakich will keep Hajar out to at least begin the 4th. He has so far pitched 3 innings, allowed just the 1 run, given up 3 hits, struck out 2. Helped out by a strong defensive play by Jordan Wogu in left field, gunning down Mariano Riccardi at the plate.
Michigan with 10 hits so far on the offensive end. And no errors on the defensive end, playing some very clean defense, evident in the score.
For Dayton, it will be the designated hitter, Alex Berkman, at the plate. Berkman, way back in the first inning, gave Dayton the early lead with a looper behind third. That was a tremendous catch was made on by Ted Burden, yet the runner was able to tag up on third and score.
Leading off the top of the fourth inning for the designated hitter, number 42, Alex Berkman.
So it'll be Berkman against Hajar to begin the fourth. Stephen Hajar still out there in this exhibition match. He has been staked to a comfortable 9-1 lead. Into the windup, lefty on righty. The first pitch rises high, and off-speed pitch, a ball and no strikes.
Hajar falls quickly in the count. That's going to be 1-0.
Berkman, the designated hitter for Dayton, gets ready for the 1-0 from Hajar. Swung on, ripped down the left field line. That'll go foul beyond the Wolverines' bullpen. Berkman jumping on that pitch way too early. Alex Berkman, one of the premier power threats for Dayton. 7 home runs last year. He's a senior from Andover, Massachusetts. As Hajar will step off the mound a bit here. Berkman, along with Eddie Persinger, led the team in home runs last year. That pitch just a bit inside. Good eye by Berkman. 2 balls and a strike now.
Berkman finished last season with a .264 batting average.
Here comes the 2-1. Swung on, foul again down the third base side. Bounces off that sidewall. 2-2, 2 foul balls in the count for Berkman.
Berkman, known for being a power hitter, he was one of only 2 flyers last season to hit 7 home runs.
Hajar readies in for the 2-2. Here it comes, and it's low. And Alex Berkman has worked the count full, showing a good eye. Three and two, the pitch coming in from Hajar to Berkman. Swung on, ripped deep to left field again, and it'll go foul. Similar spot as to the first foul ball. Berkman yanking all these down the left field side.
Berkman pounding the Michigan bullpen over there.
Yeah.
About 4 foul balls.
They're on high alert now. Full count, we'll do this thing again. Here comes the pitch from Hajar to Berkman, and it's way up and away for ball 4. Hajar lost that at bat. A good one by Alex Berkman, who works his way on first base with a leadoff walk as the Dayton Flyers attempt to claw back into this ball game.
What looked like a botched breaking ball there. Hajar just seemed to lose track of it. Sails way outside. Allows Berkman to gain a walk there.
Jared Howell steps to the plate for Dayton. First pitch swinging, pops it up into deep right center field. Shading under it is Jesse Franklin. He'll make the catch at the warning track, sending Berkman back to the first. 1 pitch, 1 out to Howell.
Seen that a lot from Hajar today, getting people to pop up on the first pitch of an at-bat. That's the 3rd or 4th time today.
Fly balls have really been the key to Hajar's successful outing so far. Ben Blackwell popped up to left field back in the second in his only at-bat. First pitch from Hajar. Taken on the outside corner for a called strike, 0-1. Ben Blackwell, at .275 a year ago, started 50 games for these Flyers, had 11 games with multi-hits. Right-handed batter cuts through a fastball late on that one. A feeble swing, and it's quickly 0-2. Hajar, in his 4th inning of work, is still looking good. And that's got to be a good sign for Eric Bakich and company in this exhibition match. The 0-2 coming to Blackwell. Berkman leads off first, and it's knifed foul right into the backstop.
Hajar stepping up here, looking to punch him out here with an 0-2 count and
The
1 out.
0-2, and it's a looper just outside. 1-2, good eye there by Blackwell. Hajar was trying the off-speed pitch there. Berkman leads off first. Here it comes, and it's inside, brushing Blackwell back a bit, a fastball. 2-2. Blackwell has evened the count up at 2-2. A decently sized lead at first for Berkman. Hajar readies. Here comes the pitch, and it's high. And so Blackwell, just like that, has worked the count full. Second full count of the inning for Hajar, whose pitch count is mounting a bit. Coach Eric Bakich sticking with him for now.
Hajar, the left-handed freshman, looking a little tired here as this game continues to wind on.
Here comes the 3-2 delivery. Swung on, ripped into left field. That's a base hit. Wogu will play it on a hop. Pulling into second is Berkman, and on at first with a line drive hit to left field is Ben Blackwell. His first of the ball game, fourth hit of the day for Dayton. And you wonder how much longer here that Michigan will stick with Stephen Hajar. He's in his fourth inning of work. Expected to throw about 60 pitches today.
As long as he is under that pitch limit, Michigan will ride with him.
Yep, and Jake Curtis, who, as we've mentioned, has had a tremendous day behind the plate, steps into the batter's box now. He struck out in his first at-bat. 2 men on for Dayton. Here's the first pitch. Curtis swings and pops it up, and that'll be ticketed for the parking lot down the right field side.
Yeah, as you said, Jared Curtis has had a great day behind the plate. Michigan has bounced up to an 8-run lead. However, could have been more, and it could have been more earlier if not for Curtis's stellar play behind the plate.
Yes, Curtis behind it in the count, 0-1. Here comes the pitch from Hajar. Swung on and again carved down the right field side. Ticketed for the parking lot again. I don't know if I would park my car down there.
I wouldn't either.
There's a lot of action. The grandstand here is not very large, and the balls just fly over.
See a lot of these little leaguers trying to run and grab those foul balls.
They might as well sit in the parking lot.
Trying to bring home a souvenir. Here's the 0-2. That ball low for Hajar. Gonna bump the count to 1-2.
Good eye there by Curtis. We've seen a good eye by both Berkman and Blackwell this inning. Have both worked full counts. The one out came via Jared Howell. First pitch fly out to deep center field. 1-2 to Jake Curtis, who is at the plate, and time is granted. Michigan has staked Stephen Hajar to a 9-1 lead in the top of the fourth. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on, Curtis fouls it again, back to the right side into the parking lot.
It's about 5 or 6 foul balls hit by Curtis into the parking lot at this at-bat, making Hajar really throw his pitches, bumping up that pitch count. We'll see Hajar probably out sooner rather than later.
Curtis is certainly making Hajar work. We'll see if he could straighten one out here for the Flyers. Outfield, normal depth. Infield shifted straight away. Here comes the pitch. And it's a curveball just outside, perhaps a little bit high.
Curtis with a check swing there. You could tell he wanted that one, however.
Curtis did want to swing at that one. That's right. Was able to hold off, though, and it's 2-2 now. Decently sized lead for each runners at second and first. Hajar, the pitch in to Curtis, and it's outside, up and away. And the third full count of the inning for Stephen Hajar against a Dayton Flyer.
Hajar's velocity seems to be increasing as he's pounding that catcher's glove. You can hear the pop all the way up from here in the booth.
With the runners here, it's unlikely they'll be in motion. Berkman doesn't have a ton of speed at first. Blackwell has decent speed, but he's buried behind Berkman, with Berkman being at second, rather. 3-2, the most important batter is the one at the plate. Curtis takes low and in, ball 4, and Hajar lost him. Was ahead in the count, which is something we saw early in the game. Hajar not able to finish off Flyer hitters, and the bases are now loaded. And this looks like to be Coach Bakich coming out to the mound. Could this be it for Hajar?
That looks like it is going to be Hajar calling to the bullpen. Great outing for Hajar so far. Only let up 4 hits through 3 1/4 innings. Or 3 1/3 innings, rather.
So Hajar gets a talking from his coach and will hand the ball over. Exits to an ovation from his teammates who pile out of the dugout and the faithful here at Ray Fisher Stadium. Stephen Hajar pitched 3.1 innings, gave up 4 hits, struck out 2, walked 2 batters, or 3 batters rather, and he's responsible for the 3 men on base.
The freshman looked great in his first outing. This is going to be number 28, Keeton Kartini coming in.
And that'll be right, a
To
righty replacing a lefty. Kartini, a sophomore this year at Encinitas, California, from La Costa Canyon High School. Kartini pitched sparingly for the Wolverines last year. Made just 4 appearances over 3 innings. Pitched to a 12 ERA. So not great numbers for Kartini, but he certainly has the stuff for Michigan. An imposing right-hander on the mound, standing at 6'2". Although perhaps not imposing as Stephen Hajar was at 6'5".
For Michigan, number 28, Keeton Kartini.
Kartini looking to continue the Michigan pitching dominance so far. Michigan only letting out 4 hits through 3 1/3 innings, as opposed to Dayton letting up 10 hits.
Some more background on Kartini here. Was the Male Scholar Athlete of the Year at La Costa Canyon High School as a senior in 2018. Was the first team All-League, also his team's captain as a senior in high school. A big-time pitching prospect, deciding to come here and play for Eric Bakich and the University of Michigan. Looking forward to the Dayton's lineup. It'll be the slugging Eddie Persinger, who will bat with the bases loaded. After that, Connor Wilson, and then Mariano Riccardi are the next 3 hitters due up for Dayton. Persinger struck out back in the second.
The first baseman, number 50, Eddie Persinger.
He's a lefty, though. Now gets to face the righty with Keeton Kartini in the ballgame.
Persinger looking to do some serious damage here. Similar situation we've seen Michigan in a few times today. 1 out, bases loaded.
And down 8 runs. Credit the Dayton Flyers after that horrid last inning for battling back and a big hit away from really sort of getting back in this exhibition game here. Can Eddie Persinger deliver? Kartini, the right-hander, gets ready for his first pitch. Cut on it, missed by Persinger. Fouls it back a bit, and that sent Joe Donovan stumbling behind the plate a little bit. Not sure if he got knocked by the ball or the bat. Seems to be all right. The umpire will walk out to the mound to talk with Kartini to give Donovan a bit of time behind the plate to regroup.
Timeout is called here. Both players on both teams taking their time. As Persinger steps back into the box, Kartini back onto the mound here for your Michigan Wolverines.
So Eddie Persinger looking to do some damage. The other big power threat in this lineup, 7 home runs a year ago. Kartini in for the pitch, and it's just a bit outside. Donovan held that one a little long, trying to get the call, but alas could not. And so it's a 1-1 the count.
The 1-1 count here for Persinger. 1 out, bases loaded.
Franklin in center field, shaded more towards left field. A big gap in right center. Persinger opts to use it. Here's the pitch from Kartini. It's off speed, rides inside. 2 balls and a strike. So an advantageous count for Eddie Persinger here.
Persinger 2-1, looking to do some real damage here. Great hitters count. He's expecting fastball here. Looking to drive that ball.
The pitch on the way from Kartini, and it's low. 3-1 now, and even better hitters count for Persinger. And if you're Eric Bakich, you got to be a little frustrated here when you bring in Kartini with the bases loaded. You're just asking him to throw some strikes, and he's fallen behind the first batter. 3 balls and 1 strike.
3-1, real hitters count here for Persinger. Looking to do some serious damage with the bases loaded. 1 out.
Kartini looks in for the sign from Donovan. Now brings his glove to his belt and fires away. Swung on, popped a mile high into right field, stumbling a bit, but shading over his Bullock. He calls off Franklin. He'll make the catch. Tagging and trying to score is Berkman. He will. Moving to third as well is Blackwell. It's a sacrifice fly for Eddie Persinger, giving Dayton their 2nd run of the game.
Runners on second and third both advance. However, runner on first base couldn't quite get there to tag up. Michigan looking to lay down tag. However, runner was not there. Michigan's lead shrinks to 7 runs here in the top of the 4th inning.
Connor Wilson now will try to lengthen this inning for Dayton, the right-handed hitter. Flew out to right field back in the 3rd, and his only at-bat of the game thus far.
Wilson, the right fielder, batting in the 9th spot here. Looking to bring up Mariano Riccardi in the top of this Dayton Flyers lineup.
The pitch on the way from Kartini, and it's on the outside corner, a strike. So first pitch strike, always important. Kartini gets it over there. Runners on the corners for Dayton with 2 men away in the top of the 4th. A run is home, 9-2. The Flyers trail the Wolverines.
Kartini in his first advantage count so far in his appearance. Here comes the 0-1.
Swung on, hit deep to left field. This one is gonna be off the top of the brick wall. Wogu gets to it. On his way home is one runner. In his 3rd is Curtis. It's a long single for Connor Wilson.
Wogu with an absolute cannon from left field.
2nd time today, Wogu has shown off his arm, getting that one in to second base, where Riley Bertram was to hold Wilson to one of the longest singles he'll have. That wall is very high in left field, and that came about as close to a home run as you're going to get. A few feet, maybe, below the top of that wall. And so Michigan living dangerously here. The throw to first, it'll get away. The run is going to score. On his way to second is Wilson. It's fielded. The throw to second, and he got him.
He got him.
How about that? What a heads-up play by Riley Bertram, chasing the errant pickoff throw and throwing to Jack Blomgren at second base. Now the run does score. Jay Curtis gets in before the out at second occurs, so it's 9-4. A 3-run inning for the Dayton Flyers.
It's going to shrink the Michigan lead to 5 runs. This game coming back, starting to become a game again. Keeton Kartini throws that ball away. However, ricochets off the wall, and Michigan is able to throw the runner out at second base, but not before Jay Curtis scores on that one.
And a really heads-up fielding play. The Wolverines have made some great plays in the fields today. That's the 2nd time that they've gunned a flyer out at a base. First, Wogu getting them Riccardi out at home, and now how about the play by Bertram? So it's 9-4. Michigan will bat in the bottom of the 4th inning, a 3-run inning for the Dayton Flyers after the Wolverines hung up a crooked number of 7 in the bottom of the 3rd.
This is R.J. Wagner still in the pitch. Jay Curtis coming out to replace the interim catcher.
Wagner came in to attempt to quell the damage that Andrew Zapka created. Couldn't quite do so and enable this game to balloon open. He will now begin his first full inning of work here with Jesse Franklin coming to the plate for Michigan.
Franklin, the number 2 hitter. We've seen him excel all throughout this game so far, offensively and defensively. Big part in the scoring of all those Michigan runs last inning. Franklin stepping up.
Franklin, the 2nd batter in that inning, that 3rd inning, the 7-run inning, drew a walk and wound up coming to score on the Kristin Bullock double. And so it's R.J. Wagner into the windup and throws an off-speed pitch that bends around the outside corner for a strike to the left-hand hitting Jesse Franklin.
Franklin didn't want that one, lets that one go by. However, clips the bottom left-hand corner of the box. It's going to be strike 1, as Jared just said. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Wagner. That ball goes low, evens out the count to 1-1.
1-1 now to Jesse Franklin. R.J. Wagner on the mound, hoping for a calmer and less eventful inning than the one he inherited last inning. Here comes the 1-1. Popped up foul, out of play along the left side, and that'll be ticketed for the grandstands.
That ball bouncing off the roof, going back into the other side of the parking lot. Seems no matter where you park around Ray Fisher Stadium, your car is in fact in danger.
This is our first action so far for the left side of the parking lot, so the right side car is getting a break. 1-2 from Wagner is outside. And low, so Franklin, a 2-2 count now against R.J. Wagner.
2-2, no outs here for Franklin. Looking to start off another Michigan rally, hopefully. Michigan still up 9-4. If you're just joining us, Michigan put up a big number last inning, put up 7 runs to extend their lead to 9-1. However, Dayton put up 3 runs last inning, closing the lead to 5 runs, 9-4 Michigan.
3-2 the count, a full count to Jesse Franklin as that last pitch by R.J. Wagner was in the dirt and inside. So Franklin, we'll see what he can do here. Wagner into the overhead motion, and he throws, and it's tapped foul down the right field side, and will do that full count again. Wagner has that overhead old-fashioned motion, brings both hands over his head, then down to his belt, then fires. Don't see that nowadays that often.
Here comes Franklin stepping back into the box. Full count here, no outs.
That pitch on the way from Wagner into the motion. Here it comes and fouled right at the dish. An outside pitch, a fastball along the left side of the plate, and Franklin just barely staying alive, getting a piece of that baseball.
Curtis couldn't quite squeeze that one. Slips out of his glove. He's going to continue the at-bat here. Still 3-2. Jesse Franklin working a long at-bat here.
Curtis will want to have that one back. So this will be our third 3-2 pitch. The 8th pitch of this at-bat. Wagner throws it in, and it's up and away, ball 4. An excellent at-bat by Jesse Franklin, who's on with his second walk of the day to set it up for the shortstop, number 3 hitter, Jack Blomgren.
Blomgren we saw last inning with a big piece of hitting. Starting to get this rally going.
And in every inning now, the Michigan Wolverines have gotten the leadoff hitter on. No easy innings today for the Dayton pitching staff, and credit has got to be given to this Michigan offense, who has came out really firing on all cylinders. Wagner looks at the runner at first. It's a big lead for Jesse Franklin. He's not going. The first pitch popped a mile high. Will this one stay in play? No, it won't. And this one's going to land in the grandstands, thuds off the seat. Some kids go chasing after it.
Barely misses a fan. A little scary there.
It's the first foul ball we've seen stay in the grandstands today. 0-1 the count now on Blomgren.
Blomgren had an incredible season last year. Made the NCAA College World Series All-Tournament team as Michigan made that run. Here comes Blomgren with a runner on first base. 0-1 count on him.
Franklin leads off first. Wagner will check on him.
Franklin with a stretching his lead out there. Big lead.
All day we've seen Dayton pitchers trying to keep Michigan base runners at bay. Now it's Wagner's turn to join the pickoff attempt party.
Here is the pitch to Jack Blomgren. 0-1.
Blomgren. There goes the runner. It's low. The throw by Curtis. Not in time. It's a stolen base for Jesse Franklin. The throw comes in to the shortstop side of second base, forcing the second baseman Mariano Riccardi to move his glove from right to left. So by the time he did that, in safely was Blomgren with the stolen base. Second stolen base of the day for the Wolverines.
As great as Jay Curtis has looked behind the plate today, blocking the ball, his throws have seemed to be a little off, allowing Michigan to steal a couple bags here.
And so Franklin is now in scoring position with nobody out. He leads off second base.
However, Jack Blomgren still down 0-2 in this count. Wagner takes a step off the mine, collects his thoughts here.
Yeah, Wagner's just got to focus on the batter right now. He's ahead of Blomgren, as Charlie said, 0-2. Right-handed hitter at the plate. Wagner looks back towards second. Dancing off his Franklin. Here comes the pitch. It's a curveball. Low and inside, 1-2.
Blomgren finally getting a ball on the scoreboard. Out of that 0-2 hole. Still disadvantage here as Wagner jumps up in this count 1-2. Advantage towards Wagner here in this battle.
Jack Blomgren's brother Nick plays for Northern Illinois University. Baseball in the family. Jack trying to drive in a run here.
The 1-2 pitch to Blomgren.
He'll throw back. He's got Franklin picked off. It's a rundown. Riccardi throws it to the third baseman. Chirite gives a second. The throw is high, and getting back in safely is Franklin. How about that?
Wagner with a quick pickoff move there. Franklin caught guessing.
Jesse Franklin, a Houdiniac, gets out of it. Riley Tirada's throw from third back to the second base back to the shortstop. Ben Blackwell came in too high, and Franklin was able to sneak back under it.
Yeah, Franklin unable to advance, but at least he got back safely.
So Michigan avoids the base running error there.
Still no outs for Michigan as there is the 1-2 count for Jack Blomgren. Here comes the pitch from Wagner.
The pitch. Swung on. No, not swung on. It's in the dirt. Blomgren wanted that one, but again shows a good eye, evening up the count at 2-2. Franklin with a bit of a smaller lead at second base after what transpired on the pickoff attempt. He's lucky to still be out there.
Shortening that one up. Probably a call from coach there from the dugout. A little frustrated after almost getting picked off. Here comes the 2-2 to Jack Blomgren.
Now dances off a bit, does Franklin at second base. Riccardi shadows the bag. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, bounced to shortstop. Fielded there by Blackwell. The throw across the diamond to first is in time. And holding at second is Franklin. So 1 out. The ground out for Blomgren. And is that? Yes, it is. That is the first ground out of the day for the Michigan Wolverines. It took until the bottom of the 4th inning. It took until 3 times through the lineup. But we finally have a ground out.
Here is number 0, Joe Donovan, the catcher, coming up to bat here with a runner in scoring position. 1 out for your Michigan Wolverines. 0-0 count.
First pitch from Wagner. Nope. He will look back at second base again. Joe Donovan, a missed opportunity his last time up, struck out with the bases loaded in what eventually came to a 7-run inning for the Wolverines. Wagner's first pitch. Donovan lays off and takes a strike on the outside corner. 0-1 the count. Jesse Franklin on second base. He walked and stole a base.
Franklin doing a little bit of chit-chatting with the second baseman over there. It's all in good fun exhibition game here in Ann Arbor. Here comes the pitch.
And it's low and outside again, sending Curtis sliding to his right to make the stop. A 1-1. And Franklin and Mariano Riccardi at second base have gotten to know each other a bit. A lot of time spent focusing on the pickoff attempt by R.J. Wagner, who gets ready for the pitch. Swung on, bounced to third. Ranging over is Tirate, throws across the diamond, makes a long throw in time. And a good play by Riley Tirata for the second out. So consecutive groundouts for the Wolverines, each to the left side, failing to advance Jesse Franklin.
Jesse Franklin, another smart base running there. Never want to run into a ground ball. Stays calmly on second base.
Kristin Bullock, who had the big hit in this game, a 2-run double off that brick wall in left field, stands in with 2 out, and Franklin at second base in the bottom of the 4th.
Bullock, the lefty, looking to do some damage with a runner in scoring position here. As Jared said, 2 outs, though, for the Michigan Wolverines.
R.J. Wagner steps, and he's going to throw to second. Diving in is Franklin again. Wagner makes up his mind very late whether he wants to throw that pitch or check in on Franklin, whose speed is giving Wagner serious concern. He's gotten 2 groundouts after the leadoff walk, trying to get what would be Dayton's first scoreless frame if he could retire Kristin Bullock.
Here comes Bullock, the 0-0 pitch.
And it's low, sending Curtis again to the ground to corral that baseball. 1-0.
Michigan made it all the way to the 4th inning without having to ground out. The first 2 outs in this inning, though, have both been ground outs towards the left side of the infield.
Jimmy Obertop is on deck if Bullock can keep the inning alive. Franklin leads off second, shadowed by Blackwell. Here comes the pitch from Wagner, and it's outside and low.
Curtis with a quick flick of the glove there to snag that one.
2-0 the count, as Bullock steps out of the box momentarily. Now back in. He's got a hitter's count here. Kristin Bullock.
Here comes the pitch from Bullock.
The pitch from Wagner to Bullock, and it's off-speed pitch that catches the outside corner. A good paint job there by Wagner. A strike. Bullock asking the home plate umpire about that pitch, but nonetheless, 2-1 now. And Kristin Bullock from Chicago, Illinois, went to Morgan Park High School. At 263 a year ago. In 118 at-bats for Michigan, a player known for his speed.
Here comes the 2-1 to Bullock with 2 outs. Runner on second base. Here comes the pitch from Wagner. Wagner with the delivery.
And it's low again. 3 balls and a strike. Patient and good eye at the plate by Kristin Bullock.
Bullock in a great 3-1 hitter's count here, expecting fastball, looking to drive that ball.
Again, it's Jimmy Overtop who has 2 hits on the day on deck for Michigan. Jesse Franklin leads off second base with 2 outs, a decently sized lead. Here's a pitch from Wagner to Bullock, and it's low, ball 4. So Kristin Bullock works a 2-out walk.
Bullock, great at bat there. Not looking to do anything too rash. Number 8, Jimmy Overtop, has been red hot in this game so far. Stepping up to the plate with 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position, and 2 outs for your Michigan Wolverines.
That's right. Jimmy Overtop has had a great day for Michigan. Banged a double off the brick wall in left field, then singled back in that long 3rd inning.
Here comes the 0-0 pitch from R.J. Wagner to Jimmy Overtop.
The right-handed hitter swung on and pops it up into right field. Moving back on it is Wilson. He's under, and he makes the catch to retire the side, and Dayton escapes the inning without allowing a run. 9-4, Michigan is on top. We're through 4 here from Ray Fisher Stadium. Again, an exhibition game here in October between Michigan and Dayton. The real season for college baseball doesn't begin until March. Yet Dayton and Michigan, an exhibition friendly, and it's the Wolverines who are up by 5.
If you're just joining us here today, folks, Dayton jumped out to a quick 1-0 lead in the first inning after a sac fly. But then Michigan led off the bottom of the first inning. Jordan Wogu with a leadoff inside the park home run off that center field wall, dead center, 395. Bounced back, he was able to make it all the way around. That tied the game at 1-1. Dayton went scoreless in the second. Michigan was able to put up another run to go up 2-0, or 2-1 rather. Dayton again scoreless in the third, and Michigan was able to put up 7 in a long rally with 1 out in the bottom of the third.
Wogu has been the star of this game. So has Stephen Hajar, who pitched very well on the mound today for Michigan, working into the 4th inning.
Absolutely. Michigan still holding on to their 5-run lead, 9-4 here, going into the top of the 5th inning.
This will still be Keeton Kartini out on the mound for the Wolverines. He relieved Hajar in the last inning. Did let the inherited runners to come around and score, making the game 9-4. Kartini is the sophomore. Strong right-hander, throws hard. And so it's the top of the 5th with Michigan up 9-4.
Second baseman Mariano Riccardi.
Here comes Mariano Riccardi. Number 3, the second baseman. He's played pretty well so far. The left-handed hitter stepping in the box. 0-0 count. No outs here in the top of the 5th. The pitch from Kartini goes outside low. It's going to bring the count to 1-0. Riccardi stepping in the box, waving his bat. Here comes Kartini, starting to go through his windup. Here comes the 1-0. That ball low again. Count jumps to 2-0.
Riccardi's got a hit on the day. He was thrown out on the great play by Wogu in left field, gunned down at the plate on a Riley Tiradish single to end the 3rd inning.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch to Riccardi. That ball, fastball down the middle. That ball is fouled way out into the parking lot over the left side. That ball hits a car directly.
Oh, do we have a direct hit?
We do have a direct hit. Couldn't see if it was a windshield, though.
That is exciting action here. Never know what you're going to get here at Ray Fisher Stadium.
The 2-1 from Kartini. Here comes the delivery. That ball, another fastball high and outside. Going to bring the count to 3-1. Hitters count here for Riccardi. 3-1 with no outs. Expecting fastball. Riccardi looking to do some damage here.
Kartini needs to find the strike zone here for the Wolverines.
Keeton Kartini starting his windup here. Here comes the pitch. That ball, fastball indeed, however, goes high and outside. That's going to be a walk for Mariano Riccardi.
So the Dayton Flyers, second straight inning with a leadoff walk, and even though Michigan at one point had an 8-run lead in this game, this is a 5-run game, and the Flyers are proving to be a bit of a pesky team. By no means is this game over with 3 innings still to play.
Mitchell Garrity stepping up to the plate with Riccardi on first base. Riccardi dangerous on the bases due to that speed. Garrity has played well so far. Here comes the pitch. 0-0. No outs with a runner on first base from Kartini. That ball grazes the inside of the corner. Painting the corners here, Kartini. That ball is going to be a strike. 0-1 count here on Mitchell Garrity.
Garrity, the center fielder, scored the first run of today's game in the first inning on a walk. Well, he reached base on a walk and then scored on a sacrifice fly.
Here comes the pitch from Kartini. That ball swung on and missed. Going to jump ahead here. 0-2 in the count. Able to jump ahead on Mitchell Garrity.
That's a good off-speed pitch by Kartini, the best we've seen today from him.
0-2 count here on Mitchell Garrity. Mariano Riccardi sitting comfortably on first base, stretching out his lead a little bit. Might look to show off the wheels. Keeton Kartini looking over at him, debating on whether or not to throw over. He will not. Here comes the pitch. 0-2. Swung on and miss. 3 straight fastballs, 3 straight strikes for Keeton Kartini.
A very impressive sequence by Keeton Kartini, just blowing away Garrity on 3 straight pitches. That's what the Wolverines needed after that leadoff walk.
Stepping up to the plate now, the 3-hitter for your Dayton Flyers is Riley Tirada, number 2. Tirada, the third baseman, has looked pretty good so far and is looking to do some more damage with Riccardi on first base. Number 42, Alex Berkman on deck. Berkman has looked just as well so far. Here comes the pitch from Kartini. That ball is driven foul off the wall. Stays in play, though. Great backhanded snag by the third baseman, Ted Burton.
Riley Tirada has been really impressive today. He's got 2 knocks. He is one of Dayton's best offensive players. Again, had the most at-bats in their lineup last year.
Kartini getting signs, shaking one off. Shakes another. Takes a look over at first base. Riccardi's still staying relatively close. Here comes the 1-0, or the 0-1 pitch rather, from Keeton Kartini. That ball high and inside. That's going to be called a ball. Count evens to 1-1 with 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. Riccardi still hasn't moved much off of first base.
That previous pitch just missing there. Kartini would have liked to have it.
Riley Tirada, confident in the box here, looking to do some damage. Here comes the pitch from Kartini. That ball, fastball, catches the bottom right-hand corner of that box. That's going to be called for strike 2. No swing from Tirada there.
Kartini again painting the corner, and here he is ahead of another batter.
Here comes the 1-2. Kartini getting his signs. Thinking about what he wants to throw here. Off speed or fastball. Riccardi staying close on first base and now stretching out the lead. Here comes the pitch from Kartini. The 1-2. That pitch. Fastball. However, it is chopped foul by Riley Tirada. Bounces out of play, however, stays in the stadium. Count remains 1-2.
Tirada just a little ahead of that one. Kartini will look to finish him off here.
Still 1-2. It's been a long at-bat so far for Riley Tirada, at least time-wise. Making Keeton Kartini throw his pitches. Showing what he's got. Riccardi stretching his lead at first, however, it doesn't go. That pitch goes outside. Joe Donovan making a sliding pick. Kartini falls. Count is now 2-2. Even count with 1 out here, 1 runner on base for the Dayton Flyers. Crowd still here. However, they all seem to have shifted into the shade as the sun has come out and is no longer overcast today. Here comes the pitch from Keeton Kartini. That one just misses low. That ball is going to bump that count to 3-2. Full count here with 1 out. You'd probably expect Mariano Riccardi to run here, showing off the wheels on a full count.
Really good at bat at the plate by Tirada to work this one full. We've seen Dayton hitters do that all day today. They do have 4 runs. They've worked a lot of good counts and good at bats.
Here comes the pitch to Tirada. Kartini. Riccardi does, in fact, go. However, that ball is tipped foul backwards by Riley Tirada.
And that one was straight back to the screen, fouled. Just missed it.
We're going to replay that. Still full count. Kartini probably thinking about Riccardi in the back of his mind now after Riccardi left early on that one. Looked like a hit-and-run scenario. Here comes the pitch to number 2, Riley Tirada. From the stretch, here's Kartini. Winding up. Short leg kick. That pitch is called ball 4. Riccardi was running again. That ball just goes just low, though. Kartini will walk number 2, Riley Tirada.
5 walks today now given up by the Michigan pitchers. Coming out to the mound here is Joe Donovan to chat things over with Kartini. 2 men on board for Alex Berkman, one of Dayton's 2 power hitters, him and Eddie Bersinger.
Joe Donovan might not even be talking about baseball. Sometimes these meetings are just to calm the pitcher down, get his mind off things.
Very true.
Here comes number 42, Alex Berkman, the designated hitter for Dayton. Stepped into the box.
Berkman began last inning with a walk, came around and scored one of 3 runs Dayton plated in the inning.
Here comes the pitch to number 42, Alex Berkman. Kartini with 1 out, 2 runners on, 1 runner in scoring position. That ball is going to be called a fastball strike.
Good one by Kartini there, dotting the outside corner and getting ahead on Berkman.
Berkman falling behind early in this count, 0-1. As previously stated, 1 out, 2 runners on. Mariano Riccardi in scoring position on second base. Here comes the 0-1 from Kartini. That ball, another called strike on the outside corner. Berkman not too happy with that one.
Same exact pitch, same exact location for Kartini. Good execution there.
Berkman thought that one was a little outside, shares some frustrations with his bat. Here comes the 0-2 for Kartini. Kartini taking his signs, looking at the runners on base. Riley Tirada not being held on at first base, stretching out his lead quite a bit. Here comes the pitch. That ball, which goes just low, just missed the same spot as the previous 2 pitches.
Kartini tried an off-speed pitch there, couldn't get Berkman to chase.
Kartini now still up 1-2 in this count, 1 out. Shaking off a sign, agrees on 1, sets up here. Riccardi stretching his lead at second base. He's going to take an extra secondary lead. However, it doesn't go yet. That ball goes low and outside.
Berkman,
Kartini.
Berkman wanted to go after that one, showing good poise at the plate to lay off.
The 2-2 count here to Alex Berkman. Here comes the pitch. 1 out here, 2 runners on base, 1 in scoring position. Riccardi on second base there. That ball low and in the dirt. Joe Donovan has to slide and pick that one.
And
Count
here we have
bumped to 3-2, full count here.
And that's right, we got another full count here that Keeton Kartini has allowed.
Alex Berkman, the designated hitter, stepping back into the box, looking to do his job here, looking to do what he was put in this position to do. Michigan still only up 5 runs. The lead has been cut from 8 to 5. Berkman looking to shorten that lead even more. That ball is hit way deep foul. Riccardi was running from second to third base looking to steal an extra bag.
Cranked foul there by Berkman. We saw in his last at-bat he was getting ahead of a few pitches and now does the same thing here, pulling it down the left field line.
The sun is starting to shine here in Ann Arbor, getting hot out. Sweatshirts are coming off. Here is Keeton Kartini. 3-2 is the count. 1 out here. Berkman calling for time, steps back into the box. Here's the pitch from Kartini. The windup, the leg kick. Both runners are going. Strike 3. And, oh, a little miscommunication there. The throw down. Ted Burton was not ready for it at third base. A good throw could have had him. However, Burton makes a diving catch to knock that ball down and stop Mariano Riccardi from stealing.
Aggressive base running there by the Dayton Flyers, sending both runners with one out on a full count.
Riccardi and Terada both stealing. Riccardi now on third base, Terada sitting on second.
And it was Burden at third base who was a bit late to cover the bag. And then behind the plate, Donovan's throw tailed off to the foul side of third base. And diving to just knock it down a bit was Burden.
Here we have the left fielder, Jared Howell, looking to do some damage. With 2 outs here and 2 runners in scoring position, that first pitch is going to blow by him. That's going to be strike 1 called on Howell.
Howell's had a rough day so far, 0 for 2 at the plate. He's had some trouble in left field as well.
Kartini from the stretch. Here comes the pitch. That ball just low, misses. 1-1 count here for your Michigan Wolverines.
A single here by Howell will really put Dayton right back in this ball game. Would likely score 2.
Absolutely. Ball put in play here. A hit would score 2. That would bring the count to 9-6 for the score. However, Michigan looking to cut back on that, looking to not let that happen. Here's the 1-1. That ball, a hit indeed into the gap. That will score 2. Dayton, just like that, right back in this game.
The infield defense was shaded to the left against Jared Howell. And what does Howell do? He hits it to the right. Right over the head of the second baseman.
Beautiful piece of hitting there. Put that ball where there wasn't anybody to defend it. That is going to score 2. We're going to get a pinch runner here for Howell.
And all of a sudden, we've got a game here. 9-6 to score. The Wolverines, 9 runs on 10 hits. Dayton, 6 runs on 6 hits. And it'll be Ben Blackwell at the plate.
Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Blackwell. 1 runner on with 2 outs. That pitch, picked. Back pick. Great play right there by Joe Donovan.
What an incredible play by Donovan with the pick on the ball in the dirt and then the immediate throw to first. And how about Mike Schmidt as well, making the catch on one side of his body and then turning to his other side to catch Howell leaking a little too far.
Jared Howell a little too aggressive there on his secondary lead. As previously said, Joe Donovan, great play, sliding block, picked it, and immediately threw the back pick to first base, catching Howell off guard. Michigan gets out of that one. What could have been dangerous.
Nonetheless, though, that's right. We've got a game going on here, 9-6. It was at one point 9-1 Michigan, but the Flyers have scored 5 unanswered runs.
Michigan had up to an 8-run lead at one point. That has been cut drastically.
So the Flyers showing a good ability to battle back. And some context on the Dayton Flyer baseball program. Last year was one of the program's most successful years. As Tyler Jones, the new pitcher, enters, the Flyers posted a record of 32, 26-1, advanced all the way to the championship game of the Atlantic 10 tournament before falling to Fordham. It was the program's most winning season since 2011 under head coach Jason King. They've returned the majority of their key pieces offensively, and they're showing their offensive talent today with 6 runs.
Tyler Jones, a senior, the right-handed pitcher, 6'4", 215 pounds, hailing from Bellefontaine, Ohio.
Jones, the 5th pitcher we'll see today from Dayton, relieves R.J. Wagner, who, after a shaky 3rd inning, pitched much better in the 4th.
Tyler Jones has been excelling on the baseball field and in the classroom. Named to the All-Academic team last year and named to the University of Dayton's Dean's List last year with a GPA of 4.0. Here we go for Michigan. Michigan baseball starting back up here. Number 13, Dominic Clementi, the EH, the extra hitter. He's going to be stepping up into the box right here. Clementi has had a great day so far, been outstanding on the offensive end, hasn't played on the defensive end. Clementi looking to continue his reign today. As fans clapping and cheering here for Michigan as they keep going. Here comes the pitch to Clemente. First pitch from Tyler Jones is going to go low and inside.
Dominic Clemente is winning one of 3 Wolverines on the day with a multi-hit game. Has 2 singles.
Tyler Jones not wasting any time here. Gets right back on. That pitch is hit deep down the right field line, however, it's going to go foul into the Dayton Flyers bullpen.
Ripped there by Clemente. Just a little too early on it, the left-handed hitter.
Count evens out to 1-1 here on Dominic Clemente. No outs in the bottom of the 5th inning here. Michigan looking to build that lead back up. What once was 8 is now only 3 runs. Here comes the pitch from Tyler Jones. That ball goes just low and outside. Not too happy with that one. However, the count is bumped up to 2-1.
A good off-speed pitch by Jones, just bending around the outside.
Here comes the pitch. That ball, fastball low and outside. Jones missing again. Count jumps to 3-1. Hitters count here for Dominic Clemente with no outs and nobody on. As previously stated, Michigan still up 9-6 here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Low and called just low and outside. However, that ball is called a strike.
Clemente flipped his bat away toward the Michigan dugout. He was sure he had ball 4. He had the home plate umpire ringing him up for a strike. And now it'll be a full count here.
3-2 pitch from Jones to Clemente. Here it is. Swung on and missed. That's going to be strikeout for Dominic Clemente. Tyler Jones quickly making an impact. It's going to be 1 out on the Michigan Wolverines. Clemente can't be too happy with himself there.
First time all day that the Wolverines have failed to put the leadoff man on base.
Clemente can't be too happy there. Thought he had a walk. Tossed his bat towards the dugout. Ended up getting called back and struck out the next pitch. That's always tough. Number 3, Ted Burton, the third baseman, up to bat now. The first pitch is going to go low and inside. The count's going to go to 1-0. Tyler Jones being much more efficient in his time up here on the mound, not wasting any time. There's a 1-0. That ball way out and low and outside. That ball is going to roll to the backstop and bounce back into play.
Matt Schmidt has had a good day at the plate thus far. It's a sac fly along with a base hit.
Tyler Jones, number 24 for the Dayton Flyers. On the mound here, looking to show us what he's got. The 2-0 pitch coming with 1 out. That ball, again, low and inside. Matt Schmidt is going to have a comfortable 3-0 count here.
Jones using a lot of off-speed pitches thus far.
Dayton seems to have the shift on here. Second baseman playing almost directly behind second base, and the outfield shifted towards left field as well. Here comes the 3-0. That ball is going to bounce. And be ball 4 straight balls for Matt Schmidt, not having to do much there in that at-bat. Up next is number 3, Ted Burton, the third baseman. Burton has had a great day offensively. And defensively has made some very nice plays as well. Made that stellar diving backwards catch in the first inning. Here comes Burton with a runner on. Matt Schmidt sitting comfortably on first base. 0-0 count with 1 out here. That ball catches the bottom corner. That's going to be strike 1 called on Burton. Tyler Jones has been very assertive so far in this 1 inning he's thrown. He seemed the most confident out of all of Dayton's pitchers so far. Again, here's the pitch from Jones. That ball rides inside. That's going to be ball 1. 1-1 count here, the bottom of the 5th inning. 1 out for Michigan, 1 runner on. Matt Schmidt over on first base with a very tight lead. Ted Burton up to the plate. Here comes the pitch. That ball is going to go wide outside. No swing from Burton. Count's going to bump up to 2-1. Advantage towards Burton here. Jones throwing a ball. Ted Burton steps back into the box. Here we go here for a 2-1. Tyler Jones going to throw over. Matt Schmidt not going really anywhere, but trying to keep him close here. Not trying to let any unnecessary distance. Again, here we go. Ted Burton, 2-1 count here, 1 out here, 1 runner on. Tyler Jones, here's the pitch, the leg kick. That ball chopped down to third base line. It's going to go foul though. Count's going to advance to 2-2. Jones looking for another strikeout here. Is able to retire the first batter of the inning. First time that's happened to the Michigan Wolverines today. That was a strikeout.
Michigan could use a tack-on run or two here in the bottom of the 5th inning, up 9-6.
Absolutely. Some insurance ones would be great here. Here's the pitch to Ted Burton. That pitch swung on, popped way up in the air. It's going to go into foul territory. However, number 2, Riley Terada, the third baseman, able to be there to retire him. That's going to be 2 outs here. As number 12, Riley Bertram, comes up to bat. Bertram had a big hit last inning. Looking to continue that. If any of you are just joining us here today, welcome to WCBN Sports here in Ann Arbor. We are at Ray Fisher Field for an exhibition preseason game between Michigan and Dayton Flyers. Here comes the 0-0 pitch with 2 outs from Tyler Jones to Riley Bertram. Bertram looking to lay a bunt down, however pulls back. That's going to be called ball 1. The first bunt attempt we've seen of the day. Well, neither team really trying to play small ball here.
The third baseman, Riley Terada, playing on the lip of the infield grass down at third base.
Terada recognizing that and moving in, recognizing the possibility of a bunt. Hasn't been presented so far, but you never know. Here comes the 1-0. 2 outs here. Tyler Jones to Riley Bertram. There's the pitch. Grounded up the middle. However, Dayton had the shift on. Shortstop standing there right behind second base. What would have been a base hit turns into an out. Side is retired again. Another scoreless inning for Michigan. That is 2 in a row where the Dayton Flyers have retired Michigan with no runs scored.
And so as we head to the top of the 6th, Keeton Kartini will head out again for Michigan. Kartini entered in relief of starting pitcher Stephen Hajar in the 4th inning with 1 out in the 4th inning. Kartini has since pitched an inning and 2/3, and he'll go back out for some more here as he throws his warm-up pitches to Joe Donovan. Dayton will have, in their batting order, they will have 6, 7, and 8. Ben Blackwell, the shortstop, Jake Curtis, the catcher, and Eddie Persinger, the slugging first baseman. Up against Kartini here. It's 9-6, Michigan on top of Dayton in an exhibition game from Ray Fisher Stadium. I'm Jared Greenspan, and alongside Charlie Brigham, we're providing you with some exhibition fall baseball on WCBN Sports, and thanks for listening.
In case anyone has missed it or wasn't quite aware, this is an exhibition game. It's going to be a 14-inning-long game split into 2 7-inning shorter periods.
We will be with you for those first 7, which have been an entertaining 5 so far.
Absolutely.
A lot of runs.
Been some great baseball being played by both teams. Over 2 innings left to play in this first section of this 14-inning game.
We've got Ben Blackwell, the shortstop, stepping in. Blackwell is 1 for 2 on the day. He flew out to Wogu and left back in the 2nd and knocked a single in the 4th. Kartini, the right-hander, deals to the right-handed hitter, and it's swung on and lifted down the right field line, foul out of play into the parking lot again. Bounces around back to the track out there. First pitch swinging was Blackwell. Kartini quickly back into his delivery for the 0-1, and it's a bunt laid down. Fielded down the third base side by Kartini. He throws, and he's got him at first.
Very cleanly played by Kartini there. That's a routine bunt coverage.
Athletic play by Kartini. Blackwell, the speedy shortstop, trying to catch the Michigan defense by surprise. Playing way back at third base was Burden, but Kartini covering his ground on the mound.
Very well executed bunt coverage there. Dayton trying to catch him off guard. It's the first bunt laid down we've seen all game. Here comes the 0-0 pitch.
Curtis, the catcher, takes his strike. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk.
Keeton Kartini jumps ahead in the count here With 1 out, there's 1 strike on the batter.
The pitch, Curtis takes another strike on the outside corner. So pounding the strike zone. 4 pitches, 4 strikes to begin this inning for Kartini, and he is in his groove. He is going right back to the mound, wasting no time in between pitches, and that is when a pitcher is in his rhythm. And he does not get a good grip on that breaking ball, never really broke. Sailed up and in on Curtis. A ball and 2 strikes. Curtis started 53 games behind the plate last year for Dayton, a mainstay for them, and will be again this year as a sophomore. Here comes the pitch. It's a fastball, just a bit high. Donovan jumped up into his stance and thought that he could start throwing that ball around the horn there.
Over Kartini, just misses. Here comes the 2-2 with 1 out.
Pitch comes in to Curtis. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and now Donovan could throw it down to first, where the infielders sling it around the horn. Kartini looks almost like a different pitcher here. Now through 2 full innings of work. 2 quick outs to begin this inning, and as Persinger steps to the plate, Kartini has his face in his glove. He is ready again to get things rolling.
Persinger, the lefty, steps up with an 0-0 count.
A bit of a
Dayton
shift.
faces 2 outs here.
Bit of a shift on Persinger as the first pitch is an off-speed one that stays high and outside. The shortstop for Michigan, Blomgren, is right behind the second base bag. Shifted in shallow right field is Bertram. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a fly ball down the left field side, out of play.
Another ball into the parking lot on the left side this time instead of the right.
Destined for the Cards again. The count even at 1-1. 2 outs, 2 quick outs here for Kartini in the top of the 6th as Persinger, the first baseman, steps back into the box. He is 0 for 1 with the sacrifice fly on the day. Here comes the pitch, and it's low and tight. 2-1 the count. Eddie Persinger's last at-bat came in the 4th as Dayton was seriously threatening. With the bases loaded, he lifted a sacrifice fly to right field. Here comes the pitch from Kartini. Swing and a miss. Cutting through an off-speed pitch is Persinger, and it's 2-2. Kartini a chance to get through what would be the first 1-2-3 inning on either side today. Can he do it?
No runners on with a 2-2 count here towards Persinger.
Here comes the pitch from Kartini to Persinger. To his belt, and the delivery flew out towards left center, and making the catch is Franklin. How about that? A strong inning by Keeton Kartini sets down the Dayton Flyers 1-2-3, and the Wolverines will come back to bat in the bottom of the 6th.
Bottom of the 6th here, Wolverines looking to put on some insurance runs and then close out Dayton in the top half of this 7th inning. As previously stated, this is going to be split up into 2 7-inning smaller games of this 14-inning larger contest.
Certainly an impressive inning there for Keeton Kartini. Looked about as good as any pitcher has looked on either sides today. Really clicking on all cylinders, was in his rhythm. He was pounding the strike zone, ready to get after hitters, no fidgeting in between pitches.
Crowd looking to have a great day out here. Snacks and drinks all around. Everybody seems to have shifted into the shade, though, under the 2 awnings, as the sun is coming down now.
It has gotten very sunny out here. A noticeable temperature shift from first pitch.
Temperature up to almost 70 degrees here in Ann Arbor today.
A new pitcher here as well for the Flyers, who continue to rotate through their pitching staff. It'll be number 5, Justin Longbreak, a senior from Dublin, Ohio. It will pitch for the Flyers, a 6 foot, 190 pound. 2 years ago, Dublin led the team in ERA with a 3.86 mark for an earned run average. The Flyers will look to get him some work here. Justin Longbreak. So the Wolverines will have the top of the order coming up here in the 6th inning. That means Jordan Wogu will get his 4th at-bat of the day. Against Justin Longlake, again from Dublin, Ohio. Went to Dublin Jerome High School. Jordan Wogu has had quite a day. Led off the bottom of the 1st inning for Michigan with an inside-the-park home run, a ball that banged off the 395 sign in straightaway center and trickled away from Garrity in center field. Wogu showcasing his speed, coming all the way around to score. Led off the Wolverines' 7-run 3rd inning with a single.
Here comes Wogu. Here comes the pitch from long break.
Swung on and missed.
That 0-1 fastball, or 0-0 fastball rather, bumps the count to 0-1.
Wogu against long break here. And what a story Jordan Wogu is for the Wolverines. Went to Pioneer High School, lightly recruited as a baseball player, as the 0-1 comes in and is fouled back to the screen, 0-2. Schools thought that he might have pursued the football path, yet Michigan took him on as a walk-on, and he chose baseball instead, and here he is. Last year, the All-Big Ten first team as designated hitter, all-academic as well. And he is showing his talent today in the exhibition game. That one rides high, a fastball by long break, 1-2.
Wogu has been absolutely dominant in all facets of the game today. On the offensive and defensive end, he's seen stellar play from in left field and, obviously, stellar play at the plate.
The right-handed hitter swings and fouls it back. Straight back to the backstop, deflects off the screen all the way back out to long break, to the right, to the left of the pitching mound. Wogu, the right-handed hitter, wears number 42. The Wolverines donning their white striped uniforms today with blue lettering. Wogu chokes up on the bat. Here comes the pitch, and it's low. He lays off.
That ball blocked in the dirt by Jay Curtis.
Curtis has had certainly a busy day behind the plate today.
Absolutely.
He has caught 6 pitchers, none of which have showed any control of the strike zone. 2-2 from long break to Wogu. Checked his swing, and he went around on a pitch low and away. Home plate umpire ringing him up emphatically, and it's a strikeout to begin Justin Longbreak's day as Jesse Franklin, the center fielder, will come in to the plate.
Franklin, number 7, has had a great day so far. Really, Wolverines all around. Hasn't been any low spots.
Franklin has drawn 2 walks, scored a run, also stolen a base. Here comes the 0-0, and it's tapped on the ground towards second with diving play, and it's through
just
into
past
right
the glove
field.
Of Mariano Riccardi.
Riccardi ranging to his left, could not get there. Tried for a sliding play, and it's a first pitch seeing eye single for Jesse Franklin.
Ball gets just past Riccardi.
Good effort by Riccardi there, but Franklin aboard of it nonetheless, and we'll see how long break deals with Franklin's speed. Last time around,
with a multi-hit game today.
Last time around, RJ Wagner paid a lot of attention to Franklin. The first pitch is just a bit low to Jack Blomgren, the number 3 hitter.
Blomgren, the shortstop, has had a great day at the plate. Back in that 3rd inning, had a key hit. Was able to score.
Blomgren's got a walk today, and he has looked good at the plate. Let's see what he could do here. First, another throw over. They'll check on Franklin.
Ball thrown over with attitude towards Franklin at first base. Thrown that ball harder than he might have thrown to the plate.
1-0 the count to the hitter, Blomgren. Franklin leads off first after he got a single, and that's going to be called strike right over the middle. Perhaps at the knees, 1-1 the count.
Blomgren with the 1-1 count here. Runner on first base and 1 out. 1's all around. Blomgren, the shortstop, looking to do some more damage. Put on some extra insurance runs. Here's the pitch.
Blomgren takes it low and in. 2-1. Blomgren, one of the most potent hitters in this Michigan lineup a year ago. A 314, 417, 401 slash. Drove in 47 runs. Also walked 35 times. He's got a walk today. Interestingly enough, got hit by a pitch 12 times. He does crowd the plate. Here comes the 2-1. hit to shortstop. The flip to second on the first, a scoop there by Persinger, and it's a tailor-made double play. Blackwell to Riccardi to Persinger, 6-4-3. Blomgren bounces into it, and at the end of 6, 1 inning left to play. It's Michigan 9, Dayton 6. The Wolverines will try to close this one out here with one more half of inning potentially, unless Dayton can mount 3 runs to tie this thing up. And Keeton Kartini is going back out there to try and finish things off for
Got
Michigan.
some between inning antics going on in the stands. Again, the Stormtrooper walking around with his pom-poms, saying hi to all the little kids.
And so if that is it for Michigan's offense today, it was an impressive showing in game number 1. 9 runs on 11 hits. Jordan Wogu with a strong start. Kristin Bullock, a key double. Jimmy Obertop, Dominic Clementi at 6 and 7 in the order with multi-hit games. Everyone down the line contributing. Everyone has reached base at least once for Michigan. Dayton will have 9, 1, and 2 in their order. That's Connor Wilson, the right fielder, Mariano Riccardi, the second baseman, and Mitchell Garrity, the center fielder, in what is their last hope in this first exhibition game today.
Yes, this is in fact Dayton's last at-bat of this game. I imagine if it went into extra innings, the game would just be called a tie, as there is that 14-inning total 7 innings later. Here we go in the start of the top of the 7th inning. Keeton Kartini stepping up for the mound, looking to put Dayton away. Michigan looking for 3 in a handshake, as we used to say.
Connor Wilson's got a base hit today for Dayton, and he'll lead off the top half of the 7th for the Flyers as they try to mount a comeback here.
Kartini stepping onto the mound. Here comes the pitch to the leg kick. That ball, fastball pounded into the zone. Strike 1 for Kartini.
Kartini looked much more comfortable out on the mound that last inning. Let's see if he could carry that one over to this half.
Connor Wilson, number 26, the right fielder for Dayton, looks to lay down a bunt, however pulls back. Still called a strike, though. That's going to be 0-2.
A bluff there by Wilson, and it didn't exactly work out. He now finds himself in a 2-strike hole.
Kartini looking to deliver the 0-2 pitch, looking to bring up a quick strikeout here as Michigan looks to close this one out. That ball swung on, fouled deep past the cars and on over to the track in right field. Still 0-2 here. No balls, 2 strikes, and no outs. Nobody on for Keeton Kartini. Still in the windup. Here comes the pitch to Connor Wilson. That ball swung on and missed. That's going to be a strikeout for Keeton Kartini as the Wolverines get their first out of the inning in the top of the 7th here.
And he struck him out. A nice pitch sequence by Keeton Kartini, who gets some more strikeouts. He now has 4 strikeouts in his work so far today. He has looked very impressive for the Coach Bakic's Wolverines.
Mariano Riccardi stepping into the box, the left-handed third baseman. That ball swung on, hit into the gap in left field. Wogu can't quite get there. That's going to bounce over the wall. That's going to be a ground rule double for Mariano Riccardi.
An opposite field slash by Riccardi, just splitting Wogu and Franklin in left center field. And Dayton making a last stand here.
That ball bouncing off the turf. A little bouncier than normal grass. That ball is going to easily clear the fence off the bounce for a ground rule double.
Garrity, the left-handed hitter, steps to the plate now. Dayton, 2 outs to play with here in this ball game.
Here comes the 0-0 pitch. 1 out, runner on second towards Garrity. Garrity swings on. That ball gets through. We're going to look to Riccardi. Looked like he was going to try and score there. However, he holds up on third base.
A wise hold there by Dayton's third base coach with the heart of the order in Tirada and Berkman coming up. There is no need to send Riccardi and force him to try and score. No need to potentially risk making an out in this last half, potentially last half inning, at the plate.
Absolutely. Dayton not wanting to test Kristin Bullock's arm. He's looked solid in right field all day. He's made a couple nice throws, a couple nice plays from out and
And
right.
now Tirada is the mystery that Michigan's been unable to solve so far. Reached base all 3 times, 2 singles and a walk, and here he is in a prime position for the Flyers.
1 out, runners on the corner. Here's the first pitch to Tirada. That ball outside for a called ball 1. Kartini doesn't want to give Tirada anything too good to hit. Tirada, as you said, has been red hot in this game. Reached base all 3 times he's been up to the plate.
And after the previous 2 Dayton hitters reached on first pitch hits, perhaps he was weary of throwing a first pitch strike, yet then falls behind in the count 1-0.
Here comes Kartini. That pitch is chopped. Michigan lets that one go foul. Very nice play by Ted Burton, letting that ball go foul at the last second. Knew he couldn't make a play, and to prevent Riccardi from scoring.
Right along that third base line for Burton, was charging hard. Almost at one point seemed like he was going to try to glove that one and fire across his body to first, yet wisely at the last second lets it go foul. That's not an easy play for Burton. Job well done.
Tirada slowly walking back towards first base, trying to catch his breath after running quickly down to first base after realizing he didn't hit the ball out of the infield. Tirada up at bat here with Alex Berkman, number 42, the designated hitter, on deck. Still 1 out, runners on the corners, 1-1 count here. That pitch, just too low.
Just a hair low there, and you mentioned Berkman's on deck. A looming power threat. Hasn't done too much today, 0 for 2 with a walk, but those 7 home runs from last year certainly have to be in the mind of the Wolverines here. But for now, and for Kartini, he's got to focus on the hitter at the plate, and that's Tirada, who he has fallen behind 2 balls and a strike.
Here comes the 2-1 from Kartini. The pitch towards Tirada. That pitch just inside, rides inside again. Riley Tirada has worked a 3-1 count here. Great hitters count for Tirada as there's 1 out, 2 runners on.
Tirada represents the tying run at the plate. He had 5 home runs a year ago. If he were to get on, that would mean Berkman would be the potential go-ahead run. Certainly a situation the Wolverines don't want to put themselves in.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Fastball down the middle. That ball's ripped deep foul.
Scorched down the left field side. Again, the Flyer hitter's just a hair early.
Full count now for Tirada. Full count, 1 out. Runners on first and third. Michigan looking to either punch him out or make him ground into a double play here, close this game easily, and avoid Berkman altogether. Here is the pitch, the 3-2. Runner going. That ball's hit way deep.
It's
Wagner
carrying.
back at the wall. Can't quite get there. That ball goes over the fence. That is a 3-run home run for Riley Tirada.
How about that? That ball just kept carrying. A sky-high pop-up it looked like at first. And then Nwogu kept shifting back. And it is a stunner here at Ray Fisher Stadium. Just barely a skyscraper over the wall. And the Dayton Flyers have tied it up.
Just like that. This is a ball game again, ladies and gentlemen. Keep
And
in mind, Michigan was at 1 point up by 8 runs.
the Wolverines have relinquished an 8-run lead, as Charlie said. And for Keeton Kartini, who was pitching so well, that's going to be it for him as Eric Bakich heads to the mound. A sour taste to a really good outing for Kartini. Just an absolute stunner with that home run there by Riley Tirada. He has had a great day for
Kartini
Dayton.
obviously frustrated with himself. Worked that 3-2 count, and that did not hit his spot there. Left that fastball right down the middle of the plate. Cannot leave a pitch there for a hitter like Riley Tirada. He will punish you.
Kartini still gets a good hand as he exits. And the Wolverines will bring in the new pitcher here.
New pitcher coming in is the left-handed number 47, Tom Henry. Hailing from Portage, Michigan. Standing at 6'3" and 205 pounds.
pitching for Michigan, number 47, Jacob Dinner.
It's actually wearing Tom Henry's former number. Henry, of course, in Major League Baseball now. The Wolverines still have yet to update their roster, so it's Jacob Denner, as now announced. Hopefully, we'll pour out some Henry-like numbers here and send the Wolverines to the bottom half of the 7th tied. The Michigan dugout, Charlie, just seems to be a bit deflated after that home run.
Absolutely, that's always tough, especially in a game like this, being up 8 runs at one point and then letting up a 3-run home run in the top of the last inning to tie the game. That's always tough. It's always frustrating as a fielder because you know there's nothing you can do.
So it'll be the southpaw Jacob Denner, who's taking his warm-up pitches from Michigan. First batter he'll face is Alex Berkman.
Denner winding up here, winding down his warm-up pitches.
With Denner's entrance, the book is officially closed on Kartini, who pitched 3 innings, gave up 7 hits, and ultimately 5 runs. The big one, of course, the only out-of-the-park home run we've had today by Riley Terada to tie this game up.
Here is the pitch from Denner to Berkman. First pitch, chopped down the third baseline, foul.
Lobbed him a breaking pitch there.
Michigan would have liked to see that kind of swing about a pitch ago
From Riley Terada.
from Riley Terada.
Jacob Denner is a freshman, getting his first appearance here. From New Jersey, Bergen Catholic High School.
Denner misses just low again. It's going to bump up the count to 2-1. 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Dayton Flyers have tied this game up. The score now rests at 9-9. Here's the pitch from Denner, the 2-1. That ball just inside again and low. It's going to make the count 3-1 for Denner.
Denner stands at 6'1", 210 pounds, 19 years old.
Here's the pitch from Denner. Another ball low and inside. That's going to be ball 4.
He just loses Berkman there. And the go-ahead run is on base for the Dayton Flyers. In a shocking turn of events here as Jared Howell steps into the plate.
You know, going into the top of the 4th inning, game looked like it was almost anything but over. However,
Credit to Dayton for fighting back, battling, not giving up. And here we are with the Flyers have a chance to take the lead. Denner looks into the batter, Howell.
here is the pitch from Denner. First pitch in the dirt, however, quick block by Joe Donovan. Quick to get down there and block that ball to prevent the pass ball.
Denner struggling to find the strike zone so far, 5 pitches into his outing.
Denner setting up again. Denner, left-handed pitcher known for a good left-handed pickoff move. Runner is still tight to the bag. There's the pitch, swung on and fouled back.
Straight back to the screen, a big cut by Howell.
Denner stepping up to the mound again. 1-1 count here with 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. Pitch. That ball's ripped right back up the middle. Nothing you can do there. That's going to be a hit.
A hanging breaking ball there by Denner, and Jared Howell, the seasoned hitter, was not going to miss that. And now Berkman moves up into scoring position, representing the go-ahead run. Ben Blackwell, the shortstop, comes to the plate. He's 1 for 3 on the day.
We're going to have a pinch runner over there.
There's a
on
tough
first base.
situation here for Denner to navigate. He's in murky waters right now. Trying to send the Wolverines to the bottom half of the 7th. At least tied.
Here's the pitch from Denner. Runners on second and first base. That pitch right down the middle. That's going to be strike one on a fastball.
Bit courageous there by Denner to go right back to that breaking ball. Yeah, pours it in for a strike.
Denner stepping back onto the mound here. Advantage is towards Denner in this count. 0-1 with 1 out. Runner still on second and third base. Here's the pitch. That ball low and inside. Blocked by Joe Donovan as it glanced off the turf.
Donovan will head out to the mound to talk to Denner here for a bit. He's thrown a lot of breaking balls so far. Doesn't appear too confident in his fastball. Conversation still ongoing. If you're just joining us, the score is 9-9 between Michigan and Dayton in the top of the 7th. The Wolverines entered the inning with a 3-run advantage, 2 one-out singles, and then a Riley Terada skying 3-run home run to left field has tied this game up, and now the Flyers are perhaps positioned to take the lead.
Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Denner's pitch. Just high. Down the middle, but just high.
That was
to Benjamin Blackwell. That's going to bring the count to 2-1.
a good pitch there by Denner. Just did not get the call, missing by a drop.
Denner stepping onto the mound. Looks a little frustrated with himself. However, still looks collected here. Here's the 2-1. The pitch. Down the middle, swing and a miss by Benjamin Blackwell.
There's that good breaking stuff again by Denner.
Brings the count to an even 2-2, 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out here. 2 runners on, 1 runner in scoring position. Denner's going to step off and take his time here, collect his thoughts. Denner stepping back onto the mound. Here he goes now. From the stretch, here's Denner. The leg kick. Runners are going. Swing and a miss. That's going to be drop third strike. However, base was occupied. Benjamin Blackwell is going to be called out. However, the runners do advance.
The Flyers pushing the envelope again. It's the second time we've seen them execute a double steal today. Yet it's a strikeout at the plate, and Curtis will come up with 2 outs and 2 men in scoring position. A pressure situation here, even in an exhibition game, for Curtis and Denner.
Yeah, absolutely, Jared. Denner faced with 2 runners on, 2 runners in scoring position. With Jay Curtis up at the plate, Curtis has looked good so far today. The catcher, number 10. Curtis looking to advance the Dayton lead and push him ahead here at the top of the 7th.
Curtis has 2 strikeouts and a walk as the first pitch is lined to first, and
What
a
a
great
diving-
scoop is made by Schmidt. Dives to first, and he makes the play.
Matt Schmidt with a huge diving stop there. Huge play to end that inning. That would have scored 2 runs. Michigan only needs 1 run here to walk this off.
How about that by Matt Schmidt? What a play at first base, corralling the one-hopper in his glove on a diving play going down to his right, and then gets up and runs to first, beating Curtis over.
What a play by Matt Schmidt.
What a play.
Going into the bottom of the 7th here, this is going to wrap up this first half action in this 14-inning contest.
Michigan will have Joe Donovan, Kristin Bullock, and Jimmy Overtop. Donovan's got 1 hit, so does Bullock, and Overtop has 2 on the day, as the Wolverines will try to win this one, win it, a game in which they had an 8-run lead that they have relinquished. We'll try to come back and break the tie. 9-9 the score in the bottom of the 7th.
Up to bat for the Michigan Wolverines is going to be number 0, Joe Donovan, the catcher.
And it seems we have a new pitcher again for Dayton. And
Justin Longbreak. long break, only with 1 inning pitched.
Jared Howell appears to be the pitcher. And if you recall, Howell started this game in left field. He is a pitcher and an outfielder, though. Howell went 2 for 4 with 2 base knocks. And now comes into pitch the junior.
Seems to be throwing pretty hard there.
Stands at 6'1", 200 pounds. Hits both hits and throws right-handed.
Joe Donovan up to the plate here. Keep in mind, this is the bottom of the last inning, even though it is only the 7th. So 1 run for Michigan will end this first half action.
So Jared Howell steps to the mound. Joe Donovan into the box. Howell making the transition from left field to the pitcher's mound, rather. Donovan, the right-handed hitter.
Here comes the pitch to Donovan. First pitch right down the middle for a fastball. It's going to be strike 1. Donovan lets that one go by.
Good breaking stuff there by Howell.
Here comes the second pitch, the 0-1. That ball is hit very deep and very high. Left fielder seems to be losing in the sun, however, is able to settle under it.
In the sun field out there, that's a replacement for Howell. That makes the catch.
Joe Donovan thought he might have just ended the game in 1 swing there. Hit the ball very high in the air. However, unable to put it over that left field fence. This is number 5, Kristin Bullock, coming in.
And Bullock's look good at the plate today. He's got a double and a walk. As the first pitch ready to come in from Howell. Tap foul into the Dayton dugout.
Howell looking pretty good here on the mound. Position player coming in to throw here.
He's throwing hard. Has flashed some good breaking stuff thus far as well.
Bullock stepping back into the box. Here comes the pitch here. The 0-1. That ball swung on and hit. Quick short hopper towards second base. He's going to eat that one up.
A weak ground out to second there by Bullock. Easy play for Riccardi, and Michigan is 1 out away from finishing this game off with a tie.
This is Jimmy Obertop, number 8, the designated hitter, coming up. Obertop has been red hot all game so far.
Obertop has banged a double off that wall in left field, has also reached on a single. He's got power if the Wolverines want to end one in 1 swing.
That ball catches the outside corner.
Howell's shown a really nice breaking ball this far. He's got command control. Everything's clicking for him. Not to mention he has 2 hits at the plate.
Absolutely. Here is the 0-1 towards Obertop. Obertop pops that one deep foul. Way up in the air there.
He came back over Russ for a bit before sailing toward the parking lot.
Obertop with the 0-2, 2 outs here. Howell looking to make a quick 1-2-3 inning happen.
Clementi's on deck.
That ball fouled back again, straight back towards the screen.
Obertop fisting that one off, staying alive. That's all the Wolverines need right now is a base runner.
Umpire calls timeout. Some confusion on the field, however that's settled. Obertop settles back into the box. Here's the 0-2, 2 outs, nobody on towards Jimmy Obertop. That ball just outside, just misses. Howell wanted that one.
And so did Curtis behind the plate. Framed it a little extra long, but didn't get the call. 1-2 now the count to Obertop.
Obertop in a disadvantage count here with 2 outs. That ball just reaches and fouls that one out.
Lunged for that one,
Piece
staying
of defensive
alive again
hitting
now.
there.
Protecting the zone.
Obertop settles back into the box. Still 1-2 count here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Game is still tied 9-9. Here comes the pitch from Jared Howell. Howell into his windup towards Obertop. That ball, curveball, towards Obertop's head. Lost a little bit of control there.
A breaking ball that never broke there. Stayed up the whole time. And Obertop working a good at bat so far. 2-2. 2
Obertop
outs here.
looking to continue this game here. Here's the pitch. That ball hit deep into left center field, way back at the wall. However, that ball's going to go over. That's going to be a walk-off home run for Jimmy Obertop, number 8.
How about that? It's gone. A home run very similar to Tirada's that just kept carrying right out of the reach of the leaping Garrity in center field. It's a walk-off homer for Jimmy Obertop.
Jimmy Obertop, the designated hitter today, doing exactly what he was supposed to do. He was red hot all day. Blasted a deep double off that brick wall in left field, rather.
And we talked about Obertop's power, and how about that? What a way to end it for the Michigan Wolverines. A game in which they once led 9-1, and then the Flyers clawed all the way back to make it 9-9, and then the Wolverines just showing their resiliency, not getting down on themselves, and Jimmy Obertop blasting a very high home run over the left field wall. There was a lot of hesitation in the ballpark as to whether Garrity might get that ball in left center field. He leaped for it, might have gotten a glove on it, and it goes out of the ballpark. It's a win for Michigan. How about that, Charlie?
That was absolutely fantastic, Jared. Obertop worked his way out of that 0-2 hole. 0-2 for a while, fought off a couple hard pitches to hit, finally got his, and he did what he needed to with it. That is a deep solo walk-off home run into the left center gap.
Really impressive by Obertop and the Wolverines. A walk-off home run to kick off the exhibition game in Game 1.
I think that is going to do it for us here at Ray Fisher Stadium. Thank you for everybody who came in and tuned in today for this exhibition contest between your Michigan Wolverines and the Dayton Flyers. Exciting game, a lot of runs scored, and a walk-off home run. Not much you can better ask for, Jared.
It's 10-9, Michigan with the win on the Jimmy Obertop walk-off home run. That is Game 1 of the exhibition between Michigan and Dayton. There will be a Game 2 coming up later, but that's all we have for you here on WCBN Sports. For Charlie Brigham, my partner, I'm Jared Greenspan, and thanks so much for listening on WCBN Sports, and we'll see you next time.
Go Blue.